Wow, is that Freddy Fazbear?
Exactly.
I'm gonna
Except
climb
he's
into
being
chest
pranked.
cavity.
Okay, we got all the bots.
Gregory.
Right.
Vanessa, I am a material girl.
Okay.
Gregory, crawl through the vents and take pictures of Roxy. I don't fit.
I'm sorry, Park.
Alright. Okay, so let's start off right where we're leaving off in the RP chat. I know some people obviously aren't here, so we can just do theirs at the next session. But so you all are waiting right now in the Institute sort of foyer entrance area, having your various conversations, when Dr. Bjorn would walk down the stairs to all of you. He's, as you've seen in references images, I'm assuming at this point, very stoic man. His walk, it's hard to describe, very robotic, not very emotive, just very, very stoic man. Walks down the steps and will look up at all of you. Greetings, investigators. I apologize for the delay. But I hope that now that I'm here we can get to business. But of course, if you have any questions, now is the time to ask them. None?
Good.
Fair enough, I suppose. Of a statement that I would like all of you to investigate, specifically you. How many of you are here? Sorry, some cameras are off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of you. The Insubordinate Map, it was so aptly named, but basically any research you find into this, please bring it back to the Institute as soon as possible. We have many statements to get through, and welcome to the Institute. Very well. And he would just turn on his heel, walk back upstairs.
Wait a second. Are we
Yes.
getting paid for this?
Yes, he will get paid.
Okay.
Per
On
job, or are we
completion of-
salaried?
On completion of missions, you will be paid.
Do I get commission for finding more shit?
I'm afraid not, no. Anything you find while on the job is Institute property.
Hey, wait, quick question.
Do we get
Yes.
hazard pay?
It should not be hazardous. I assure you there's nothing to worry about in regards to that.
If I find something that, like, isn't paranormal, could I take it and sell it in my...
I do not believe you will find many paranormal things as you're suggesting. Anything you
Don't
find
you
while on
see
the job must be sent to the Institute for archiving. Any other questions?
Have any suggestions on where to start?
Well, I would probably start by going to Mr. Kane. There's the statement there for you, ready to read, and probably a recording of it. For brevity, I'm assuming you guys have listened to the statement, the insubordinate map, so we don't have to do that here. If you haven't, that's cool. It's also in written form, so you can just read it while we're on. Start there. As for travel, all of your expenses will be covered. Just keep your receipts, write it off, everything like that. For more expensive journeys involving outside of the United Kingdom to Europe, also covered. However, if you are planning on going to Americas, you will need some fair warning to provide the necessary arrangements.
Of course.
Who's the communist sitting in my foyer before I leave?
Sorry, what?
Curtis is American?
Who's Curtis?
Hello.
I'm kidding.
Don't let a fucking German in here.
All the fascists. All right,
Curtis?
Anyway.
Curtis is
What do you mean I
American?
work for the Axis?
assuming what you hear.
Yes.
And it does not consent.
Can someone read contract 2, Curtis?
Oh,
Uh,
I can help with that.
Oh, thank you, small woman.
Okay, so if you are actually looking at the contract, it said anything you find on the mission, whether it's paranormal or not, is to be returned to the Institute and to the archive. All of your travel expenditures will be covered. Food, meals, if you need to stay someplace, will also be covered. But again, your main job is to report. You're researching, not necessarily proving the existence or not necessarily proving the existence or not proving the existence of something. Just looking and documenting more to these cases.
Park, but also out of character, Curtis doesn't understand what any of that means.
Fair enough.
Love it.
That's neither here. That's not for me. I can just tell you what it says.
Curtis, basically we're looking for spooky stuff, but also just interesting things.
You listen to the tape, yeah?
Well, yeah, Curtis gathered all that. Curtis just can't read this.
Love that.
Curtis is good. He'll be honest with you.
I mean,
Liza
you're
is-
gonna get fucked, but you could just sign it, and it'll be fine.
Can't read English or can't read full stop?
Curtis looks at it, and he kind of just like... He starts reading it, and you can gather that he can like sound out words, but that like he knows those words. Like anything that's past like a basic understanding of English, even though he's American, he won't understand.
I love him even more.
Eliza would sort of stand from the desk. Should I get Dr. Kane for all of you now? Tell him that you're going to be coming down.
You should probably ask him to come up here. I don't think Dr. Kane would like a lot of people in the archives.
That's
Especially
fair.
after
That's very
Especially
fair.
after I tried to help organize them, before I knew there was a system.
Yes, yeah. I will go get him. One moment, please. And should walk downstairs and back up. He looks very annoyed at all of you. Right. Insubordinate map. All right. What would you all like to know? If there's nothing, I can just send you off to the place. Out of character, have any of you guys listened to it or read the thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
I listened to it like 3 times, but can we get like a 2-sentence wrap up of what happened in it? Out of character.
Sure. In World War II, about to storm the beaches of Normandy. I can't do it in 2 sentences. Soldier about to storm the beaches of Normandy. He's a cartographer. Night before, someone places a map in his trunk. Tries to use the map the next day. Gets lost. For who knows how long. Ends up on the beaches of the Netherlands.
Okay.
A lot more
Did it-
creepy stuff in there, but that's the TDL.
I'm gonna reread it while you guys are talking.
I would recommend, personally, we do have the address of the statement giver here. You can, of course, go and question him if you wish. See if he still has this map that he was talking about. That is an
Or at least
option.
where to find it.
That would-
Seems like we'll be heading towards the Western Isles of Scotland then.
I suppose so.
Are you going all the way to Normandy?
Why would we? It said in the ship, in his statement, he said that he was going to, he had to lock up the map. I don't think it would be in Normandy. Sorry, I cannot speak tonight.
You could have found
Alright,
a safe on the shore, though.
I believe he wouldn't have let it leave his inward sight or his person. It would be with him, most likely in his home.
When he did give his statement some time ago, he said that he kept it on him at all times. However, due to recent reports, he hasn't left his home in quite some time. He's living off his land right now, Scottish Isles.
Alright, we go, we take it. He's done.
I mean, I don't think we need to take it, but maybe we
I
could
don't
talk to him about
think
it.
forced will be necessary for this one?
I didn't say
That
force, I
is
said
none of
take
my
it.
business.
Whether you could give it and then we still take it, that's fine.
That is none of my business, I'm afraid.
All right. Let's go visit him.
Very well.
Nothing else we can do.
You can make arrangements for a car to take you as close as it can get, but you will need to yourselves find a boat when you get nearby. At that point, of course, it will be covered. I just simply do not have the connections to do so.
We're going to Ireland? We're going to Ireland, right?
Scotland.
Scotland.
Scotland? Okay. She might have connections. Sounds good.
I'll ask one last time, is there anything you wish to review in the case, or any questions you have before you depart?
Map back with us on the boat. Is it gonna fuck us up? Because it seems like that was
Only
what
if we try to
happened.
follow it.
Do you truly believe in a map? that
I
can
mean, not
disorient
really,
the
but
entire
like maybe
world?
there's some drugs on it by accident. Maybe the ink had some kind of chemicals that.
I would recommend a gas mask or a very thick handkerchief. Any other
I
questions?
agree with the doctor. Sir, I think we should follow it if we find it and find out why he might have got lost. Because maybe it's the map, maybe he like stumbled upon something. I think it'd be cool if we got the map and then followed the map.
That's implying that we have our own boat and not just taking the ferry.
It's also implying
get
the
a
fact
boat.
that
Fine.
you could. That's also implying the fact that this map actually does anything, which I would not get my hopes up.
Do we even know that it exists, or it's like it's a story? But do we know that it's a true
I did not
story?
see the map. I did not see the map. No, when he gave the
That's what we're
statement.
going to go and
Merely claimed to
investigate.
have
We
it.
wouldn't be here.
What if we put map in bag? If we put the map in bag, then map can't hurt.
Maybe
might
the
be
map? Possibly that could help us. If it is supernatural in nature or anything like that.
Laced of chemicals.
We
The
could.
map is printed on pure asbestos.
You wouldn't be surprised some of the things you can find. I've got some documents back in the shop that I can bring along.
Can you give us like one of those? I've met a girl in the institute. She has some test tubes and shit. Can you give us some of those and like some acid, and we could see if there's stuff on the paper, like rip off a corner.
We do not have acid unavailable. You will have to procure that yourself. As for the vials, yes, I can give you some of that.
I'm not the smartest person in the world. I didn't necessarily mean acid. I feel like that would just destroy it no matter what. I feel like you'd better understand what I'm trying to say.
I would never critique a new investigator's methods.
Like lemon
So
juice
would that
for
be
invisible
more
ink.
for
Yeah,
Will
sure.
that be more for our home? Will that be more for our home team to investigate once we bring it back?
Seems
Feel
like
free
it.
to do your investigations there or when you get back here. Your job does not finish if you do feel the need to return with the map. Job is finished when everything is investigated. Yes.
I was just one inquiry. Have you looked into this Oliver Pirot character from the statement? Is there definitely no record of anyone with that name or that description in the military?
We have checked with our connections, the War Office, and to no avail have found nothing of Oliver.
Right.
Which again further leads me to believe that you may not even find a map when you go to Mr. Anderson's house.
Well, Curtis isn't recorded on anything, and Curtis exists.
Do you?
Oliver could also be a MIA around during the war.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to figure anything out here. Let's just go, huh?
Sounds good.
Very well. Do you need a driver, or will one of you be taking the car?
I could take the
I
car.
can drive.
Back down into the archives.
I can
And,
also drive. I just don't know if I'm the best driver. I usually take the subway, so
Now would be a time you guys can share your stats. Whoever has the best driving.
I have 35.
Guys,
Defo
the
not me.
driver.
I have
Got a good-
14 drive auto.
I
Got
have
a strong
75. I
You
have
got a strong
75.
25 driving.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
Ashana is going to drive.
Pro track racing over there.
Oh no, just 20. I got 20 driving.
Park, I think it's too far away, but it is on the same ocean. What would I roll to call in like a contact and see if my contacts can get us a boat?
Would you roll the what? Sorry.
So I want to see if my contacts could get us a boat because I know they're in America, but like same ocean. So
Or
what would I
away.
roll? I'm just gonna try. Well, the
Yeah,
worst
all
thing
the
is when I
oceans are
see-
connected. You don't know.
Yeah, I was like,
Hold the water. Hold the water.
gosh. Are you
Maybe somebody in
attempting
the
to call
Italian
them? Are you
American
attempting-
mob knows someone in the Irish mob who knows someone in the British
They
mob.
know each other, but they
Not
wouldn't like
everyone
the
knows
IRA.
knows each other.
But Card
Um,
can't remember
just-
the IRA.
Worst case, my stat stays the same, and absolute best case, it gets bigger. Like, what do I roll?
So I have to ask, how are you doing this? Are you sending a telegram to someone? Are you using a telephone? How are you attempting to get in contact with people?
Sending
Telephone
stone.
would be quicker, right? I
Okay.
assume.
Thanks.
Piper looked
Good
so
old sending
done,
stone.
but she's also enjoying herself.
I
Okay.
write a letter and I send it in the mail.
Right, so you go to the telephone and you're just calling your home office.
Yeah, home office, we'll call it.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you? I need a boat. Problem.
Need a
issue.
boat? The hell
Yes,
you
I need a fucking
for?
boat. For
What's your
shit.
problem? Don't talk to me like that. Don't do that.
I need a boat. Problem. As I was saying.
I tried to cue it. I'm sorry. I tried.
I need it in Scotland. I know you probably don't know geography. I know they didn't teach us that shit.
Oh,
Same ocean. Same ocean.
listen. All right. I know you think you're special. You're going off to England. You're doing your fancy stuff like all that. No. All right. Now you call up my phone. You ask for a boat. I'm in freaking New York right now. I don't got a boat. I can't bring you. What do you want a boat? You want the ferry to come from Staten Island all the way to Scotland for you? What the hell's wrong
Did
with
I
you?
ask for the ferry? I didn't ask for the ferry. The ferry runs every fucking 3 hours. I asked for a boat. Just a boat. 3 hours. I asked for a boat. Just a boat. You could just say, oh, we don't have a boat.
Oh, we
Like,
don't
why
have a
do I
boat.
have
Is
to
that what
deserve
you
a
want to
boat?
hear?
Yes.
Francesca, does that make you happy, Francesca? All right.
Yes. Do you have a boat? Yes or no?
Penny, I do not have a boat. No, I don't have a boat in England. I'm sorry.
Hangs up. I'm gonna
That was
ask
amazing.
something every second.
We need to call this contact literally every time.
No matter what we need, talking to this
Start
guy.
every mission, ask me for something, and I will call my contact.
And
You get us the helicopter.
Antonio from Staten Island.
Antonio.
Oh,
Tony.
Park,
Tony
this is
from
my
Staten
love
Island.
interest. Antonio from Staten Island, you piece of shit.
Tony,
yeah,
baby.
I love him.
Five.
What's the big deal
I
here,
know
Tony?
5 Tonys from Staten Island. Based on a true person I know.
This is in my background. This is in my background.
Why is there so many Tonys?
No, that's Ricky. All right. It's a different name. It's fine.
Okay.
They're not
Now
great.
you guys are ready to leave after.
Yeah, we're gonna drive the cart to the boat that Tony did not get us. A different boat than ourselves.
We can
Just
figure
probably
out that.
grab the
we're fine.
ferry. There's a ferry all the time to the Isles, like most of the time.
Yeah.
Look, Amy, not all of us can actually be from Ireland.
I just wanted to follow the
Yeah.
map.
Can't you get to
Isn't
Scotland, like,
Scotland
on
really
land?
Connected?
not-
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Right,
land
Scottish-
bridge. Land
Scottish-
bridge.
Well, it's the Western Isles of Scotland. Wait, let me look at a map.
Ireland, that's an island. Scotland's attached.
You're going to
Yeah,
the
it's-
Scottish Isles, so it's an island off the coast of Scotland. So you can assume there
Yeah,
would
so
be
we
a
do
ferry
need a
there.
boat.
There
Yeah, you're
will
gonna
be
write a boat
ferry,
at some
yes.
point. As this entire conversation's happening, Curtis has managed to unscrew like 5 of the light bulbs.
Why?
What is wrong with you?
I love him.
Curtis never seen this before.
Please,
Oh,
please put those
God.
back. I'm sorry. Please put those back.
oh yeah, no problem. And then he goes and backs and screws them all back in. Can I keep this one?
I can get you a new one for when you come back, but we kind of need that. That's the one above my desk. I kind of use it to write. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. And he screws that one back in too. And then he like pats the sconce.
Thank you. All right. All right.
Is he just bare-handing lit light bulbs, just burning himself?
No. He's wearing thick deer hide gloves right now. They're mittens.
Probably
Beyond
crushed the
that,
bulb.
his palms are so fucking callous.
Yeah,
Who
they're
am I
so
giving
His
callous.
hands are so calloused, he's resistant to fire damage.
Okay.
Shauna doesn't
There is
show.
the.
We'll
the
figure
keys
that
there,
out.
Shauna.
Just hand over the keys.
Really quick,
Alright.
I just want to know what state Curtis is from, if this matters to me.
He's from the Appalachian Mountains. He's from the middle of nowhere
course
in
he is.
approximately Pennsylvania. He
I
is
wish
a
you just said Florida,
Pennsylvania
but
mountain.
okay.
No, he's a Pennsylvania mountain man in the Appalachian
Right.
Mountains.
That's
Love
fair.
him.
All right, let's get in the car and go.
All right. Can I get a driving check, please? First check
Oh,
of the
no.
game. Don't get an accident.
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay,
He's
I feel like
jamming
I should
7
skip
into
this.
one car.
I feel like
But
I
I
should
had
Do we
skip this.
fit?
I feel like
But
I
I
should
had
Do we
skip this.
fit?
Yes. What you see pull up around the corner, rather not pull up, and Shauna pulls up around the corner. Is it looks like a converted military car that they're using for this.
Sweet.
So yes, in the back, they have it slightly refurbished, so there are cushions on the seats, but you're essentially driving in a military. Truck. It's not. an
Curtis
armored
would have learned from when he was driving with Merryweather, and he goes, "Oh no, I have to put Ladybird in the trunk." Curtis has to
What?
put Ladybird in the trunk.
Who's
What?
Ladybird?
Your dog?
Curtis pulls out his rifle, and he's like, Curtis has to put Ladybird in the trunk.
I thought your dog was.
You pull the rifle out inside the institute or outside? the institute?
Inside the institute, he's not. He's got some common
Put
sense.
it away, put it away,
He's not
put
an
it
it-
away, put it away, put it away, put it away, put it away.
He puts it back. He's like, well, where? He puts it back. He's like, well, where's Curtis supposed to put Ladybird?
Francesca's gonna arm around
You're
Curtis
in
and
truck.
Curtis.
Well, yeah, Curtis wants to put Ladybird in truck, but where does Curtis put Ladybird inside truck?
I'll show you. I've read it in these things many a time.
And then where does Curtis put Ladybird? And this time he points at the dog.
In my own headcanon, it's a
Oh.
Mercedes-Benz W31. I know we wouldn't have a Mercedes because we're not German, but I
It's
fucking
not-
love those
yeah, but
cars.
That's not,
Why is there
we
a
would
dog
not
in the
have a German
institution?
car at this time.
But they're so cool.
Curtis, I think Ladybird, the dog, can just drive with us and just ride with us in the front of the car. It should be fine. Shauna looks
Also
like
look
she's
after
getting
him.
impatient.
Yeah. I can also look after him if you want while you're gone. You don't have to bring him with you. It's up to you, though.
That's true.
Curtis looks to the group and he's like, "Do you think we'll need to track? Do you think we'll need to
Maybe if we
hunt?
follow the
Will we
map,
need
maybe,
provisions?"
but that's the point of a map. I think we'd be fine.
Are y'all coming to what?
Curtis thinks for a second, and then he walks up to Eliza and rifles in his pocket and pulls out a huge mound of jerky.
Oh,
And
okay.
puts it on the table.
I'm a vegetarian. All right.
Oh, no, it's for
In
Ladybird.
the 40s.
For the dog.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Give her, and then he gives her a very long, feeding regimen. Ladybirds only allowed 2 pieces of jerky an hour. Don't go past this. She needs this much water. I only give her, and then he just give surprisingly in-depth care regimen for Ladybird. And then he's
Only
like, okay.
fresh, cool mountain water.
Francesca hops in the shotgun while everyone's distracted.
Everybody's
Yeah,
walking in there. huh?
Alright.
Curtis climbs into the truck, and there's a noticeable sink
Mr.
on one
LeChance.
side when he sits down.
Mr. LeChance.
This is a
walked down
military
the
car. There
back.
is no sink, but yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But for the
Alright.
meme.
The mean. All right. All right.
Lucian mounts
You're
up in the back and passes a hand to the front cab. Okay, I'll handle Ladybird.
Thank you.
Curtis passes you the very, very well taken care of Henry rifle, and he's like,
Okay.
"Take care of her. Lady Bird.
Of course. And I axe for guns because it's a fucking military vehicle.
It's like, whoa! Built-in space for Lady Bird!
Renathine is going to sit as far from Curtis as she possibly can because she does not know what to make of this man.
So you're in the back with me then.
Yeah,
We're all in the back. Bar meaning
Yeah,
one of
everyone's
us
in the
is going
back.
in the
It
front.
only has room for 2 in the front, so yeah, it's
Yeah, we're all in the back.
Just slowly starts driving.
Okay, and you succeeded your driving check, so you're good. You make your way through, and because we have people that have been to the United Kingdom, hey, just do you know offhand before I have to look this up, roughly how long is a car trip from like southern England to mid Scotland? Like, do you know offhand?
Google
I know.
Maps. Google
I know.
Maps.
Google Maps.
Yeah, like
I was just wondering
7-8 hours.
Okay, so that's a day or so.
Probably a little longer. Because the cars don't go as fast.
We're probably taking shifts on the highway, like driving shifts on the highway.
There's no
because
highway.
Ashana is
England.
going as full.
What? What do you mean? There's no highway in it?
I was
There
teasing, I was
isn't.
teasing.
There isn't yet. There wouldn't be.
Take the Autobahn.
Sam, stop trying to
I'm
make
gonna
this
keep
game
calling
in
it
German.
German.
Autobahn, you stupid fuck.
Are there windows where we're like driving? Can Curtis see outside? Curtis see outside?
Yes.
Can he see outside?
You're in the
Right.
front of the car.
No,
yes.
he's not. He's in the
No, he's
back.
not.
There's
Oh,
only
he's in
2
the
seats in the
back.
front. He's in the
Okay.
back. Is
So
it like
in
a
the
panel?
back, it's-
Hey, the front is just Ashana and Francesca, right?
No. My question is
So
it
yeah.
is it
Your
only
window
It's
outside.
completely
Okay,
covered.
Curtis is
like, on the
freaking out.
sides. You can look out the back.
he's like losing his mind. He's not verbally saying it, but he's going a little crazy seeing all this stuff.
Is the covering
real
like solid or is it a tarp?
solid.
Real quick, I did just look this up in Google Maps. From the University of Oxford to probably the farthest point we could get before we need to get like on a ferry. Might be a little bit off. It's about 9.5 hours.
I was off by
You're
an
pretty good.
hour. I gave an estimate.
Well, actually, it is about 7 hours to Scotland. So you're good.
I mean, well, I'm sorry we have to kick you out of the game, but
That's fair. I'm from
not-
Ireland.
This is an
So it's
unforgivable
fine.
transgression.
Yep.
unpardonable sin. Right. So you're driving along. Everything seems fine. After about 9.5 hours or so, you reach the general location of where you know you're going to need to find a boat. Where you are right now, there's no town per se or city like you all used to saying. Excuse me. It's mostly farming villages at this point. There's a couple houses. Obviously, the crop's not growing right now. There's a heavy snow set around everywhere. It is snowing, a bit rainy right now. But you don't see anyone
it's
out.
sleet.
Yeah, sleety. You can look off the coast, however, and you can see in the distance, like very on the horizon line, the islands that you think you're probably supposed to go to.
Were we told which island he lived on?
You were given a general idea. There are several islands out there. You know, he is the only one who occupies an island out there, so you were told to just look for a house once you get out there. And that also being said, on the shoreline you do see several people who might be offering ferries and things like that, who are just sort of waiting by a makeshift. It's not like an official dock, or a port, it's more just like have you ever gone to like a lake or something and there's like a wooden dock where it's like, yes, it can have a boat here that you can tie to the side.
Right, so I think that we should probably go down to the shore and see if anyone knows about a hermit that lives on one of the islands. If he's the only person who lives on one of these islands, then I'm sure the people in this town have heard of him.
Really quick, Brick, how do we know our starting wealth? Like, how much money do we have to spend on this?
So how this
$7.
works is, yes, the entire game is $7. How it works is it goes off of your occupation. So whatever your occupation, you just take that amount, and it's not like I have $20, I can buy this. It's I'm upper class or I'm middle class, and that determines.
Oh, that's what
you
that was.
would be
Okay,
able to
sorry.
buy.
Thank you.
Well, let's go follow what Genevieve said. Talk to what happens.
What are you doing with the car?
Does there look
Yeah,
like
where-
good?
Sorry.
Looks like these people
there-
probably haven't had a car or used cars before. Very rural.
Stealing any pieces off of it, quite honestly. Let's just leave it here. What are they gonna do? Stare at it?
As long as we take the keys with us. Doubt they know
Curtis
how to
takes
hotwire.
Ladybird.
And Ladybird, yes. We know
Yes.
to keep a gun. I mean,
I will say roll me
there's
a
quite a simple thing that we can do.
Oh.
yeah, roll me a spot hidden. Very very low,
Oh,
but just spot hidden to try to find a place where
Who's got good spot
We
hidden?
could just take out the spark plugs, and then it can't be stolen.
Well,
that'd
Steal
be
it's
the
more
battery?
so people are going to break off pieces of the car from metal. You got it.
Um,
Curtis
break
put
off
roll
the metal
car.
and leave the inside, and then put the metal back on when we come back.
I will also
Oh, Curtis
just,
likes this idea, but where will we put the metal?
We make
Curtis
really
is
quick.
can carry metal. There's
We
too
make
much in Curtis's bag.
And we scoot on the boat, and we scoot off the boat.
Even better, Curtis suggests we make boat out of car.
Our boat!
The duck boat.
Spot hidden. So far, it's 50 with Sammy.
So just really quick, just gonna say how I do checks in this game is 2 people at a max can roll for something. So
I have a
two,
decent
any
spot
2 people
hidden.
can roll, but 2 is when it maxes out.
What was the roll?
Spot
Skills?
hidden.
Spot hidden to try to find a place to put the car. Just give me a second.
Just kind of drop it.
I have a
in the woods.
25.
Just kind of drop it.
I have a
in the woods.
25?
I have a 50.
45.
Okay,
Does that
so
sound-
the 15
that's
is
2 of
25,
us?
Yeah.
Well, what
Big.
do Curtis and Esmeralda
Oh,
have?
Curtis's spot hidden may actually be pretty good because he's a hunter. Let me check it.
Mine's a 50.
His spot hit. Oh my god! I only made a spot hidden 25. Oh my god! I only made a spot hidden 25.
Same.
Ooh!
All right, so Sammy and Amy with the 50s. Let's go.
Hey, success.
Oh god.
I forgot what we did to him, Celeste, when I was making his stats.
Am I the other one? Am I the other one doing your spot hidden?
Yeah.
No,
Do you
I
also have a
think
50?
Yes, I
Well,
do.
they've already.
Oh,
Well, I
they've
mean,
already
if we have
succeeded.
a success, we
We
We don't need
Yeah.
another
It's,
one.
it's not
We
like
could get a
D&D
critical
where it's like, oh, you can
Cool.
succeed more. Like, you can get extreme successes and things like that, but once someone succeeds, you're
Yeah.
definitely fine.
Okay.
You are able.
Okay.
You are able to find that there are several bushes that, yes, the leaves have fallen off, but it's dense enough that you can probably put the car in there and you'd feel safe enough to leave it here without the metal being scrapped or anything like that.
Okay. I'll just drop it off in there. Be careful with the paint job.
Alright? And then are you
It's
all
a
heading
military
down the
vehicle.
hill?
You don't need to be careful with the paint job.
Yeah.
Look, it's a car. I'm gonna appreciate it for what it is.
Fair. Heads down to the docks. Makeshift docks.
Okay. As you head down, you see an older man, long beard, bit unkept, wearing an older leather trench coat that you can see is really weathered. There's a lot of salt along the bottom of it where it's starting to dissolve slightly. He's half in the water with boots that like come up all the way to his knees. Looks like he was probably fishing beforehand or something. But he is the only one who is by a boat at this moment. There are other boats there, but he is the only one currently there.
What time of day is it? Like when did we leave the institute? I mean, it took us 9 hours to get here.
Yeah, so that was in the morning. So assuming you guys are all
Late after.
good workers and you got there at the institute at 8 o'clock in the morning,
And then we left at
it's around
3.
evening. It's around 5.
just
Okay.
looks to the gentleman. Hello.
Sleeping around 6.
Oh, there, can I help you a bit?
Was just wondering if you are doing ferry trips to the islands over there?
Oh yeah, we'll do a trip every now and then out there, just on the boat, just this area to trolley.
I'm having
What?
this for me.
And to bring her on across with you.
That's right.
How many
Looks to the group.
people are you trying to bring across with you?
Just motions
7.
to group.
7.
Alright, how long you plan like?
Well, depends. Do you know of a hermit which lives over there? Any houses upon the shore?
I don't really know about any hermits that's living out there or anything like that, but I know there is a house on that island out there. And a couple islands down that there is not necessarily a house, but it looks sort of like you could see
There's a-
heavily wooded, like forest in the distance on one of the islands.
That'd probably be the one.
So,
Right then,
what do you guys say?
go and live. Or anything to like that while you're here, but just old Mary might be able to rent out a room or two for you, or something like that.
That could work. Whereabouts does old Mary live?
Old Mary's over the hill over there. Any points up in the general direction from where you guys just came from. It's the only house within like a mile's distance. It's
Where does
Love
he
it.
live?
He's the
live a
swamp
mile
man.
away from where he was.
He fishes.
Yeah, he can
Live
be away
in
from
the
his.
boat.
If you were to roll a high enough spot hidden, which I will not make you, you could see that there is a bed. Like, you could see that there is a bed. Like, not a bed, but like a sleeping bag in the boat that he has.
Aww.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Poor
Like
guy.
I said,
I love this
the
NPC that
car is a valid
barely-
sleeping spot.
The car
I-
is a valid sleeping spot.
Lucian was it? I'm not sure I want to sleep in a car with people I barely know. A room with people I barely know is slightly better, but a car, even if it's a military vehicle, is a bit too close quarters.
don't worry, Curtis can keep us safe. Curtis have Ladybird. He says very loudly while you're trying to have this private conversation.
Thank
Just
you,
to the
Curtis.
man. Will you be here tomorrow morning? Could you take us over then?
What time you're thinking at? 'Cause I go fishing early in the morning, but I might be by a little bit later if you're going back.
The
Can
group?
you do
What time are you
When?
planning on leaving?
Noon.
Yeah, I can do noon, yeah.
Noon.
Alright.
Okay.
Go off fishing and then you can pick us up when you're done for today.
That sounds pretty fair enough to me, yeah.
Do you
Thank
think
you.
like at sunrise or 8 a.m., 6
At
a.m.? Well,
noon.
It doesn't have to be noon. I just picked the time.
You said noon, he agreed. We're noon.
okay,
No,
thank you.
it's noon.
It's probably better to go before when the fog's normally here in the morning.
I just thought
Because it's time
Lucian
for
said
brekkie too.
that- Okay.
Oh, Curtis like bacon.
Thank you very much. So, what was your name? I don't believe we caught it.
I can call me Sammy.
Sammy.
Thank you, Sammy.
I love how Amy is the only one here who can understand what I'm saying.
No, I can.
It's
What
like
are you saying?
frankly. Amy's like,
I'm
oh,
Only
Sammy.
the
catching
second
it.
sentence
No.
I truly did not know, and then everything else was fine.
I started too
I'm
heavy. I made it
catching
lighter so
everything.
it's actually intelligible. Oh, you are? Okay, that's great. Alright.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm just having a visceral reaction to it. Like
Yeah, I was listening
I
to.
understand it.
I was
I
listening
have
to
low
Rugby
appearance. I don't
this week.
talk much. Doesn't mean I don't know what he's saying.
Also,
Right, so-
Lucian's from Dover. It is what I'm making canon. So yeah,
Oh,
he's
so yeah.
he's not that bad at understanding the northernness.
I'm just very impressed.
Thank you. So, what is your plan for the night? I'm just gonna get my water bottle over there.
We're gonna go to Old Mary, see if we can rent a room or two. If some people want to stay in the car,
the
that's up
car?
to them.
We'll see if there's enough space for all of us at all.
Genevieve is going to rent a room.
So is Esmeralda.
I'm not
Francesca will
sleeping in a
too.
car.
Remember to get receipts, people. Receipts.
We know.
Part of me thinks that
If
they're
people
concerned
decide to
with-
stay in the car, Francesca's gonna pull Curtis aside for a little talk. But if everyone stays in the room, she's not going to.
Well, it depends on how many rooms they have, so let's find that out first, eh?
Yeah.
What
Go
does she
to
need to
this
talk to
going
Curtis
be married.
about?
his house.
Oh, I can PM you if you're curious, but like, I just don't want too many people.
We don't have to drive.
Do you drive like the 10 feet forward into the...
No.
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 Alright, so those of you who are trying to get a room at Old Mary's, see the house. It has a very charming farmhouse aspect to it, but knock on the door.
Picturing Forrest Gump's
Eventually you
house.
Very close to it, honestly. Very close. Hear heavy footsteps coming, and the door opens. Hello there. How can I help you? You just passing through here?
Yes, we were wondering
Yes.
if you had a couple of rooms available.
Rooms of it? I don't really rent out rooms. Who told you about this?
Sammy.
Sammy the fisherman?
Sammy. Freaking Sammy. There's a reason he sleeps on the boat and not here anymore. Well, you can take his room. I have 2 rooms to rent out then.
So
How many
half of
beds?
us stay here, half of us at the car.
It's just one bed in each room, or
One of them is my old kids' room that has 2 beds. They're twins. But my husband's bed, that is just one. That's the honeymoon suite.
Francesca's gonna pull Curtis aside just a little bit and go, "Hey, Curtis, you got your ladybird? Yeah. I have a lady and a bird, if you catch my drift, and she's gonna lift up her jacket a little, and you see 2 handguns.
Oh, small.
I have quite a few. I think
Small birds.
I don't want it getting out, but I think for everyone's safety, one of us should be in the car and one of us should stay here, not both of us in one spot.
Curtis understands.
All right, where you want to go? Inside or?
Curtis kind of looks to the group, and he's trying to suss out who wants to be in the house and who doesn't want to be near.
I'll go.
I got a bad back. I gotta sleep in a bed.
Sorry, I'm not Esmeralda. Genevieve is kind of like more towards the house.
I don't mind
Esmeralda's
staying in the
leaning
car.
towards the house.
Okay, so out of 7, we have 2 ladies in the house. Zavis needs house for their back, so do Ashana and Lucian mind taking the car?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
can
don't
go.
mind.
Okay, so then, knowing that, do you want car or house?
He's
Francesca
gonna
will sleep on the
take
floor, shouldn't
car.
Okay, then Francesca will be in whatever room doesn't have an extra. However we're dividing it up.
3 ladies and
Well, it'll be
Zavis
2
in a
in
house.
1.
Well, 2 and 2, and someone's gonna have to share the honeymoon bed, because there's 4 in the house.
No, just put Zavis in
Ooh.
a single bed and put 2 ladies. There we
Two
go.
ladies and a twin!
Attention. We
Oh
got
my
a
God.
bit more
You're
amount of
saying-
attention.
You're saying Zavis would get both twin beds and just push
All 3 of the ladies in the
Together.
honeymoon suite. And then
Yes.
Zavis gets the twin bed.
Okay, so Zavis definitely gets one of the twins. So who would like to share?
Genevieve wouldn't mind sharing.
I'm fine with sharing. I don't mind.
Francesca takes a twin.
We're spending so much time on figuring out the goddamn menstruation. guys.
This
is
might
all
matter
important.
for
Funny,
most
there was one
important.
trope, and Francesca literally
This
went
is all very
and
in
like
character.
prayed at the altar because a lady said she liked Irish or Italian people.
Like Italians. This matters to my character. I need to know
One
where
bed
I'm
trope
sleeping.
is perfect for Francesca, and she's not even the one getting the one bed. She's going to the
Someone
twin.
has left and is back in the car.
Okay, so just really quick, raise your hand or say I if you're not on your camera if you're going to be sleeping in the car.
Aye.
One
Are these
person.
just 4 for the bedrooms. Right. Yeah. You're ushered
Four for the
in.
bedrooms, three for the cars.
Yeah, she of course tells you a price, but like I'm saying, money isn't really the main concern of Call of Cthulhu. So between all of your,
Genevieve makes sure that she gets it in writing so she can bring it back to the institute.
In honor receipt.
yeah, she takes like a scrap of paper like out of a notebook and just scribbles like, these people stayed at my house, and then just like a number of how much it costs her.
These leeches. These leeches.
Thank you very much, Mary.
Yeah, of course. We already had supper, so I'm afraid I don't have anything else I can give you. But I'll have some breakfast in time. I wasn't expecting people to come through.
That's completely
That's
fine.
all right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Even
Do
breakfast.
you mind that?
Even
Do
breakfast.
you mind that us sleeping, guarding our mode of transportation, come up for breakfast as well? We of course are willing to pay, the breakfast, the board fee.
Oh, I'm not worried about the money. I want to be a good host, but the thing is, much in the house to be able to give out right now. I'm sorry.
They're hunting around here. We can.
Mostly
Curtis,
fishing.
go shoot a deer.
Mostly fishing. That's probably what Sammy's doing right now. And he's not coming back out until he catches something.
Oh,
So
there's no hunting. It's just fishing.
You don't know if there's no hunting. She was just saying that predominantly.
Do you have
fishing
one
is
of
what's
Sammy's
going
old rods here, by any chance?
You hear Curtis hears that there's no hunting and there's just fishing, and he is now like walking back to the dock.
Do you have one of Sammy's old rods by any chance, so that we can catch?
on. Oh, I don't let him
ourselves
cave around the house. Stinks the filthy place up. He might have an extra one down there though.
Okay. We'll go see what we can fish up for dinner and breakfast. You have a nice night.
Thank you.
Misogynistic.
We gave you guys the house.
Old Mary is my favorite. Old Mary is my favorite. Also,
I love
Oh,
her.
I like Emmy.
Davis is in the house too. He's not a woman. He just has a bad bag.
He got a bad back. And
Exactly.
he's
Exactly, a woman.
Oh, so you are misogynistic. Okay.
okay, we hear you. We hear you.
I'm sorry you're not a material
Woofy.
girl. I'm sorry that you're not a material
Woofy.
girl. I'm sorry that you can't stay in the house.
Material
Enough to be with
girl.
us.
So,
Gregory.
1948.
back to
No. All right.
Anyway.
So,
You are in a chat with several angry pussies right now.
yeah.
We do need a group name. I vote the Angry Pussies.
No. Anyway, back to it. The spook.
Yep.
I am spooked. I can confirm.
So I'm gonna say, for the sake of brevity, those who wish to fish can go out. You catch some stuff with Sammy. He talks to you for most of the night. You don't really get the gist of what he's saying, especially you, Curtis. You have no idea what this guy's on about. You feel like a connection with him is like hunter to hunter, but like you have no idea what this guy's
I like to
talking
think I'm
No, it's-
the only.
No idea what this guy's
I like to
talking
think I'm
No,
the only
it's
one.
purely vibes. Like I
myself.
like to imagine Curtis is talking in just an equally broken like Hunter American speak.
Yeah. Oh, he has no idea what you're saying either. It's very much like.
He's just
Is there
like,
a
yeah, I went
skill
down.
I can roll to
Curtis
understand
went
this
round bend, round bend. He rolled up snare, and the smoky cropped into the snare, and
Yeah, and then
due
you
to
put it on the layer like this, and then I ate it like that.
it's just 2 hours of that.
Yeah. Right,
With
so those of
Lucian
you.
at the end of the boat, slow losing his mind.
Good luck.
Listen to unintelligible gibberish for hours.
No, I understand both of them.
You're just like, no.
Right.
I wish I knew more
So-
trucker talk. I want to integrate it into a.
Most of
Join
you
the
who are
Canadian
asleep in
convoy.
the house. You know, all of you who are asleep in the house, give me a power roll, please.
Power.
Power?
It's about drive. It's
That's
about
right,
power.
It's about power. We stay hungry, we devour.
Ooh, 9 of 80.
Not good.
That is a success.
So, just because I know people are unfamiliar with the mechanics, if you fail a roll, you can do what's called a push. On a push, if you then also fail the push, something very bad happens. Alternatively, you can also use your luck as a spendable currency. So, like if you rolled a 92 and you need to be at an 80, you can spend 12 luck points and then cause yourself to succeed.
Oh.
What is an extreme success?
It is good.
Without
Means
complicating
very
things too
good.
much, it's an extreme success.
It's a critical hit. It's a natural critical hit. It's a natural credit.
Oh, do I risk pushing?
I'm not gonna push. I'm gonna take this hit for the girls.
Do it.
Yeah,
Gorgeous,
I'll
gorgeous
push
girls.
because that 92 I don't like. Oh, thank God.
Ooh.
I didn't want to jinx. I didn't want to jinx it, but I was thinking, what if you got like a 95 on the push?
I would have cried.
Okay. So, the only one who failed then was Francesca, yeah? Okay. Most of you find a restful sleep, or others out in the cold truck. Less restful sleep, but you're able to pass out after a couple hours.
Used to it.
Francesca,
Mm-hmm.
you're up, tossing and turning for most of the night. And as you're lying down, you're once again just turning over, trying to get comfortable. It's not your bed, you're used to this sort of thing, not being home, but then feel a bit of moisture on the mattress.
You wet the bed.
I am 29.
It was Javis. Your bed.
Avis just takes out a nondescript pill bottle, pops a few, and knocks out.
Fuck, wait, can I get some? Fuck.
But yeah, you turn over. You haven't opened your eyes yet, but
No, I
feels
felt
a little
moisture. I
bit
opened my fucking eyes, Park. They were open. Eyes, Park. They were open.
open your eyes and you look down and see that everything around you, looks similar to if you were in a room that was with like a bunch of people who were very heavily smoking. Everything's obscured around you that's not by the bed. The window that was beside the bed that you were looking out before you went to sleep, it's completely obscured by this smoke that's completely surrounding you.
Mm-hmm.
If you do see Zavis while he's taking the pills, he will offer you a couple.
Dude, stop
I
killing
failed,
my horror game. Save the joke still after.
I already failed, but she'll keep that in mind.
Alright.
So she sees all this. The moisture she feels, is it just like the condensation from like mist? Or is it
It's hard to tell. It does feel like it's getting wetter though, the mattress.
where? I don't like where?
You're on the
where?
mattress right now. You can
Okay.
see the mattress. Anything beyond the mattress you cannot see. From the bottom of the mattress up, it feels like moisture is rising through the mattress.
Wet dream. Anyways, can she get up? I know she can't see, but
When you get up, you were almost expecting to hit your head again because the ceilings were very low, but you're able to stand up completely. Fog, or the smoke rather, adjusts around you. So as you get up, it then lifts to your height. Looking around though, the only thing that is not encompassed in this smoke is the bed. And the bed starts slowly going under as you feel your toes touch cold water. Icy, freezing cold water.
Icky. Okay. She remembers where the door is. She's been in weird places before. She probably mentally mapped the area. She's gonna go through the fog to where she thinks the door should be and try and leave.
Okay. So you step off the mattress and your foot goes into icy cold water as you slowly start falling off the edge. You can try to grab onto the mattress, but you are falling, and I'm going to need you to make me. What would this be?
Does it feel like I can swim, or does it feel like if I fall, does it feel like regular water? Or does it feel like I'm in the?
It feels like regular water, but it feels like freezing water, so it's more of a shock sort of thing.
Okay, she'll get back up on the bed, or she'll try.
Okay. Roll me a. Gosh. Or should they just have like athletics or something? Sorry, I'm still learning how to. What would apply to this? What would apply to this?
Can I fight the bed? I'm good at that.
Can I fight the bed?
I guess there really isn't a check for that. So no, you're able to just climb on. There's no
There is climb.
Yes, climb. That's what I was searching for. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. I'm not very amazing at amazing at climb. Ah! I'm on the bed. I'm so on the bed. I'm topping the bed.
Cold, freezing water on your feet. You're able to quickly pull yourself back on. You look around you, and the mattress is going down. Then you see something that's a bit more concerning. Surrounding this bed, the smoke starts to move back and clear. You see another bed over there, also floating, sinking. Over there, another bed. You slowly start panning out in your vision, looking around. There's hundreds of these beds that are all sinking. You
Are my
sort of
compatriots
squint
in
your
them?
eyes.
Are my
No,
compatriots? Okay.
You'd squint your eyes, and instead of seeing your compatriots as you might have expected, you see it looks like. Is that you?
Oh, ew.
Different yous. One of them is already in the water. They didn't get back on the bed. One of them's trying to spin with the bed, trying to get it back up. Another one's just trying to swim in general away. All of them, you see their skin turning red as they slowly start freezing in the water. Their mattress is continuing to sink.
What do I know about wood? I'm gonna try. Because I think this. I know this is a dream. Really. So first of all, is there a check I can do to try and wake up, or am I under the impression this is real? Because I have two different courses of action.
That's entirely up to your character.
Okay. Before I decide to just pull the plug and see if I can tell if this is real or not, she wants to try and basically flip the bed like she saw the other Francesca do, so that the heavy, weighed down, wet mattress and stuff falls off under the water, and she could possibly float on the wood and pull in a Titanic.
Okay. I'll just say that yes, you're able to do that as you flip it. And as you flip it, you see the underside of the bed, and it looks sort of like scratchings. As you were flipping and you went underneath for a second to see, you saw there was one of these other copies, or they're used that was scrawling something on the bottom of the bed. And you see, as it spins, that it is a map. And upon looking at the map, you snap awake.
Oh no.
Oh, icky. She is going to immediately open whatever pack she brought. She'll steal it from Zavis if she has to. She's kind of manic right now, and she's just gonna draw the map before it leaves her memory.
Okay, roll me a sanity check.
Oh, Park. What if I didn't? Oh, Park. I don't.
Oh, Bella.
Park.
Okay, so you lose 2 sanity.
I didn't have much to do with Park.
You are able to draw out the map that you saw in your dream. And upon looking at it, it is a map to the isle, except much more specific, that Sammy pointed you to the other day.
I mean, cool. Alright, she's just kind of having a little freak out to herself. Is Avis awake or is it still the middle of the night?
Middle of the night.
He's asleep.
She's gonna take out one of her pistols. The pistol that she's taking out, she's calling just Marta, and just watch. I love you. And that's how that's gonna end.
Okay. All wake in the morning, some better than others. And I'm assuming that you all meet back up for breakfast, where a lovely breakfast of fresh caught fish. And there are some biscuits and things like that. She does put a cup of tea on for all of you.
Sam called
You
no
say so?
fish, we are the ones.
You
Called
say
no
so?
fish, we are the ones. Because she said
Oh, yeah.
he's not allowed to come
Curtis
back in
and
until
Sammy
he gets
caught-
fish.
Curtis and Sammy caught no fish. It was all Lucy, and they were just bonding for the night. Two of them. But yeah. So after eating, would I assume, unless you're trying to dine and dash, which you can do if you want. Then after that, we're free to go, and Sammy is waiting by the boat.
We go to
A ferry, honestly. An actual vessel, just trying to give you a picture. It looks relatively old. It's made of wood. It has one of those awning things on top that go up on these support beams, but the top of the canvas has holes in it, scratched away. But nevertheless, it's not snowing that hard today, and luckily the water is not frozen today, so you're able to sail along. After about, I'd say, 30 minutes of travel on the boat, you make your way to the heavy wooded area where Sammy said that this man, Anderson, might be. As far as I can take you on this side of it.
Thank you very much, Sammy. I suppose
Can you wait here?
Way after all, yeah.
All right.
I thought he was
Thanks.
going out fishing until we...
But he's leaving
I
out
mean,
his
he
hand.
Oh,
he can fish here.
And that's what he does. He does, after tying the boat, he just goes and starts fishing.
good luck.
Or just gives
catching
him a
dinner.
clap on the back. Gives him like that bro hug. Like the claps on the back.
He gives
Did the
you
bro
like...
hug exist
yeah.
in 1940s England?
Then I think it would be the clap on the back.
The bro hug is
From
older than
my-
humanity.
No.
It
From
has
my
always
understanding,
existed.
I don't believe men touched each other till like 1998. I believe was the first occurrence of a
always
hug.
Oh, you,
Of a
it's always
hug.
oh, you were never in Greece.
1998.
If I
Listen,
was
you-
historical, if I'm saying.
Here's the thing,
Yeah,
Park, you're
boring.
forgetting. Curtis doesn't know what regular culture is, so in his mind, this is appropriate. So he gives him like
That's
a
fair.
good clap on the back, and it's just like, we'll be back on the back, and it's just like, we'll be back, brother. He's like, we'll be back. He's like,
Alright.
thanks, Sam.
All right. Just nods. He's like, all right. Keeps fishing. The rest of you now at this heavy wood with the island's not that big, maybe half a mile in all directions, but the heavy wood is in front of you.
Right.
Does anyone know what the? Does anyone have an approximate idea where to?
The
I
house.
oh,
That
okay.
way.
I don't. So I had a dream. Sorry, my grandmother used to have dreams. It was like a thing in our family. I don't know if this is like a third eye, like right here. But I had a dream and I drew this. And it looks like the map that we saw. I just think,
Well,
We should go here.
What kind of
Looks like
dreams do you have?
many rectangles. Curtis will use tracking.
I mean, it's not that big of an island. We can just call out his name and see if he responds.
For the
Like,
maps, for humor.
Listen, if I have a gift, I can then share it. And if I'm crazy, what is it, like a 30-minute detour?
Valid.
is Park frozen?
A little bit.
No, he just has bad
Oh, no,
reception.
just low
no,
quality.
It's like he walked away and he's like out of our render rate.
Quality.
You gotta pay for higher quality park. That's
No,
extra.
he just walked too far down the screen and he's just becoming less polys as he goes along.
Low
Park
quality.
Premium. Park Premium.
Alright, are we-
$6.99 a
are we-
month.
alright, are we-
$6.99 a month. Or get Verizon.
Ooh, that's a good deal.
So I'm
Way.
okay with following this map, but don't we think it might be a bit strange that we're out here researching a supposedly supernatural map and then Francesca.
And
Seems
Curtis thinks
perfectly
it's
fitting.
Curtis doesn't like that. Curtis gonna tell you right now. Curtis doesn't like that.
Listen, is it strange?
Like
Like,
being in the middle of an night.
thoughts?
We're investigating weird maps. Here's a weird map. Let's investigate it.
Yeah, that's my point. Like,
I
it
think
might be
it'll be
dangerous.
Okay, let's follow this strange map that you got from a dream.
I mean, she was probably just thinking about it a bit too much when she was going to bed and she had a crazy dream. That's it.
I mean, I'm
Yeah, but
not
let's stick with
saying
the
you're
idea
wrong.
for now.
No,
Thank you. Oh no, that's fucking 5 generations
Well, you only have 2 on your
I
head.
believe you, Francesca.
that you can see.
Let's just go.
all right.
Yes.
So the map is leading you through. You sort of are using geological references, like, oh, there might be, like, a big tree here or something like that. But it's essentially leading you to the center. Center of the island. And upon reaching the center, after just a couple minutes of walking, brisk pace, what you see is like the house you were just at. It's mostly wooden, very small, very country-esque, but looks like it has severe fire damage to it. Looks like there might have been other additions to the side that are completely burned to the ground. You can still see the ashes on the ground next to it, all leading where it converges at one center module of the building. I'll just leave.
Someone's trying to stop their electricity.
Yeah, Celeste will be back.
Oh, yep. Okay. Yeah. Heavily fire damaged. The wood looks old. It's a darkish color. The rain, snow forming a nice sleet at every step you take. That's where you stand. You're about 50 feet out from it right now.
Does the fire
So did
damage
the
look
map lead
recent,
here?
or-
The map led you to the center of the island, and you don't know at this point whether you're at the center of the island or not, but you were following the path that the map had. There's like a sort of break in between the last geological element for you to follow, like big rock, then the next one, and you're now at this house. So you're not sure.
I could go take a closer look.
Feel free.
I would like to cautiously approach. Some might say stealthily approach.
Well, stealth.
I'll spend the single luck point.
The 1 point.
Oh, you're gonna need that luck point. So you stealthily, which not very difficult to do. Vision is not that high right now with all the snow and rain that's falling, but you do, and you make your way up to the door, feeling that if anything was watching you, you wouldn't be seen. Can someone, by the way, re-put on the music? I think it ended.
Yep.
Just restart the list. Thank you. But yeah, you're at the door right now.
Well, you said there was fire damage.
Yes, excessive
holes in the
damage.
building? Yeah.
Not in this center building. How it was like there was modules, so maybe something like you'd think of like a grain that's burned down, or like a garage that's burned down. But the main actual, what you're assuming, house is still intact. Looks like it has some burn marks and some char and ash on it, but the house itself is not damaged.
Okay. In that case, I guess.
The handle, and it is locked.
I mean, it is somebody's house. It makes sense that it's
You
locked.
should knock.
Yeah, I'll
Knock on the door. Nothing.
Could I do a spot hidden to see if there's anything around us? Like, if anyone's
Sure.
coming?
Look around. Besides just wildlife, there are some rabbits and things like that. Nothing that immediately catches your eye.
Listen checks?
Sure. Go ahead and make me a listen check.
I don't have that great listen, but I'll do it.
Yeah. Send me on right up against make a listen check to see if there's any movement inside.
Sure.
You just hear a gun going.
Shauna, you wouldn't hear anything. And Lucian, 38. Lucian, you can hear very, very soft footsteps coming from inside the house. They look like they keep on approaching the door slightly, but then walking away.
Someone's nervous.
Well, we've come to an island that only one person lives on, and they've heard a knock at the door.
Just go. It's not going to be dangerous. What's the guy going to do? Try and kill us?
Yeah.
Francesca's gonna do a persuade check, but to be fair, she's gonna lie. So,
There's
I don't know if that is
deception in here.
persuade.
Isn't there?
We're checking
there?
if this guy is
There is
Timothy
perception.
Anderson,
There's-
right? Call out
Oh,
the
no,
name Timothy
no,
Anderson.
there's fast talk. No.
Fast talk.
Just
I have fast talk. My fast talk and my persuade are the same, so I can still do this.
Timothy Anderson. Call him by name.
Okay. I knock on the door again. Timothy Anderson.
Say where we're from. He gave a statement.
We're from the Oxford Paranormal Research Institute.
I
After saying that, you hear the footsteps get closer to the door, and you can feel, like, not at this point. What do you want? I gave my statement a while ago.
We wanted to follow up on said statement. Wanted to learn more about your map.
No. I don't think that's... I gave my more, it's fine.
Okay, Francesca's gonna fast talk, unless you have something that you think you're gonna say.
Are you okay, sir? We came all
No,
this way.
I'm fine. I'm fine. It, No, the map's fine, it's all fine.
Is there a problem with us coming in and talking?
Don't know you. You could not be who you say you are. I mean no disrespect, but I came for peace and the not good use of strangers at the moment.
Ecology. To see how sound of mind this man is.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello?
I think Park got disconnected. Yep.
Oh no,
no.
Rip.
Mark.
Is he back? Back?
Can you hear us?
Perhaps.
Parker?
Sorry, just...
Peter.
While you were gone, the guy admitted he agreed to
We
come
won.
out and talk to us.
Damn it, did he give you the map too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave us the map.
So Francesca wants to fast talk, and Lucian wants to psychology.
this man sound of mind?
I'm gonna switch.
So
to
what
my
was
phone
it? If
and
you
do
see it on a
back.
check, you click the dot next to it.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a track one.
Take your time, Park.
Can you hear me all now? See, everything's fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, if that
Yeah.
happens again, I'll just switch to my phone. Okay. So yeah, at the door he basically says no, he's not opening it. Their appeal from the Isle of Man here the other day, and now you guys, he's not willing to trust people right now.
Oh.
So
Can we
psychology and fast talk
psychology check him?
from me and Lucian.
Sure, go ahead.
While everybody else is talking, can Esmeralda go behind the house to see if there's another way in, or if there's another way in, or if there's anything behind this little
Oh no,
cabin thing?
Zavis.
Nah, I'm just letting it fail.
Okay. Sure. Esmeralda, we'll get to you in a second. But
Yeah, of course.
starting with Lucian's successful psychology, what are you trying to ascertain? Psychology, what are you trying to ascertain?
I'm trying to ascertain whether or not he's sound of mind.
You seem sound of mind, just very nervous right now. There's definitely something he's not telling you.
He hasn't gone insane, but he's lying. Basically.
That's kind of hard to tell from the other side of a door by just listening to his voice.
He doesn't sound like he's gone insane. I don't know.
Yeah. As for the fast talk, what do you say to him?
I basically go up to the door and I'm like, oh, I guess we have Stanford calling us, we have NYU calling us, everybody wants a statement, we were just gonna, take a second one, get them off your backs, but I guess, the reporters are gonna be here in like an hour, they're bringing in a helicopter
more
just for
people
this.
coming here?
Well, I mean, if we got the second statement, we were gonna send it to them in a telegram, it was all gonna be good, but I mean, if you aren't gonna talk to us again, then they'd want their own statements.
If I let you in, no one else comes.
Yeah, no, we just want a second.
No one else comes.
Yeah, no, we just want a second statement approved.
What's helicopter?
Have you never seen a helicopter?
Curtis just learned what lights are.
The door would open at this point, and you see a man, and Anderson is completely. Who just dropped off? Well, I think Marta's dropped off.
Murray.
Oh, Renee.
You see that he looks a bit malnourished. He's wearing an officer's uniform for the British military. And you see that he does have a shotgun in his hands that he is pointing, and he's opening the door with one hand and ushering you in with the other.
Shit.
It's alright, come in.
Come in.
You can come in.
Enter it.
Alright. Does anyone not enter?
Me, probably.
Okay,
I'm
because
sorry,
you're
I
looking
have
for.
my phone. What happened in like the last few seconds?
So he opened the door, he looks malnourished, he's wearing a British officer military uniform, and he has a shotgun in his hand. And then Esmeralda, can you roll me a spot hidden to try to find another way in?
Yeah.
And stealth as well, if you're trying to be sneaky about this.
She wasn't being sneaky, she was just walking because everybody knew where she was going, so she's not really sneaking. She's just looking around.
You do see with that spot hidden roll that there are other doors where you might have been able to enter this place, but they are all boarded up.
Okay, she just kind of go back around to the front, see everyone's gone inside, she'll follow in quickly.
He quickly closes the door behind you all. Alright. Alright.
Are we in danger? Should I? Should we take out protection too, or is that like a?
That might be helpful, yes.
Oh, okay. Both guns, just
I
sacrifice.
don't know.
Okay, and then he gets out his rifle.
Good, alright, it's good to know you're well armed, alright. I don't know how you load two guns at the same time. I don't know how you load two guns at the same time like that. That doesn't make sense. But,
No, you load them before, and then you shoot them both, and then when one's out, you put it away, and then you reload. It's.
I was an officer.
Curtis is gonna watch window,
No.
and then he just faces away from everyone. It's just standing at the
There are
window.
no windows. Interestingly enough, there are no windows.
Curtis says never mind, and then he.
No windows like boarded up, or no windows like no windows?
No windows, no windows. It's completely dark in here. As soon as he shuts the door, there is no light.
Have you heard of
Sorry.
this thing called electricity?
Yes,
you
I
know
don't. Yes,
you
I
know
don't
you
have it
can
in
put
yet.
lights on inside your home without
No,
oil?
It raises the temptation too much to turn on the light in here. It's not good.
What?
The what?
That's not
The
concerning.
temptation to.
Turn on the light in here. It's not good.
Are
No,
you okay, Lieutenant?
I'm fine.
Has-
Yes, I'm fine.
I know
What
we
did
did
you
like
want to talk about?
What's got you on
I-
edge, sir?
Nothing. As you can see, there was a fire, a forest fire. The other day, it burned down my other places. They say it's a forest fire. I don't know if someone did it though. I don't know. I think there's some chairs over there. If you could just feel around, if you want to sit down.
Okay.
Hey, quick,
Yeah, I sit down.
quick question,
it-
quick question. Is there a way that, I don't know what kind of role this would be, for Curtis to evaluate whether the fire was a forest fire or whether it was just the house? Because I feel like he would know because he's been in forests his whole life.
Sure, but on your sheet there are difficulties that you can make it. Since you are no longer outside, I'm going to ask you to make this at instead of a regular roll option, a hard roll option, because you're doing it from memory.
What would he roll though?
Oh,
Natural world?
Yeah.
Nature world? Yeah, something like that.
Do I just roll it straight? Or how do I change it?
So at the top of your screen, at the top left, you'll see type of roll. It says like.
Oh, I
regular.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, just click the hard one.
Dude, how do I roll it?
And then you just click.
So make sure
Click
you're
the
off
title.
edit mode. Make sure you're off
Oh.
edit mode and then click it.
Yeah, I don't think I'm. Hold on. Oh,
Edit
I was
mode?
on edit mode. Okay, hold on. Now I'm good. All right. That was a failure.
Yeah, Curtis, you're having a hard time remembering what outside looked like. There are so many new places and stuff. There's a lot going on in your head right now. It's
Is it
Yeah,
like
he's-
pitch black? Oh, sorry.
completely pitch black.
Okay.
you have no light sources whatsoever. Nothing.
No, I can't look at it again, so this is the only way that I found that works. It's alright.
You're talking about the map.
Don't say its name.
Take it off
The-
your hands, yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Sorry?
Do you know what it was a map of?
Could take it
supposedly?
off your hands.
Stop saying it, please.
The piece of paper.
Yes. What
The map. What was it of?
I told your institute it was of the English Channel.
Okay.
Between Dover and
Didn't stay that way for long, though. It changed wherever I brought it to. It's happened several times since then.
Change to match the landscape or to bring you back to where it wants you?
I don't know where it wants me, but it brings me back to that place anytime. I can't go on boats, I can't go in cars, I can't travel anywhere. This is the only way that I'm safe here.
we could you have such a burden.
How?
We could take it off your hand.
No, that could be bad. You bring it back to your institute, and then they'd study it, and then they'd get the same thing happen to them. That's no. Esmeralda, make me a sanity check, please. Esmeralda, make me a sanity check, please. Does it feel a little scratch?
Yeah.
Can we?
I'm going to try and persuade him with
Esmeralda, you're not doing good. You want to get out of here.
Yep. But
And you lose, of course, the
Me.
D4 of sanity. Lose, of course, the
Me.
D4 of sanity.
well, Lieutenant, the difference here is, unlike you, these are people that have signed up for it. Same with the military, right? Civilians didn't sign up for the military, yet still the fight went to them, worked to get it away from their towns, right? We are, well, working to get this away from you.
Go ahead and roll persuade for me.
Oh, buddy!
Out
Do
of
I
the question.
push? Do
I
I
have a
push?
70 in
Yeah,
persuade.
push. Good, push.
Push!
Go.
Yes!
Yo.
Nice! Hard success.
All
Really
right.
hard.
One of you, though, not all of you at once. I don't know what he would do to all of you.
We
I
can
could-
wait outside, and then you
I-
can give it to whoever.
No, I have.
I'm fine with-
Whoever.
No, I have.
I'm fine with handling such a burden.
I mean, I've seen a lot of maps at the shop. I can look at it.
Which, just one of you, I don't care which one, and you have to have a finger.
What?
We all have fingers.
We all have fingers.
I don't.
Really?
Or do you mean a severed finger?
Just like in a jar.
I think he's like frozen again.
I'm not.
No, he's still here.
No, he's still here.
Yeah,
here.
low
Okay.
quality.
He's
but
just
you're
out
still
of
here.
rendering range.
What do you mean by a finger?
Oh, you need an index finger. I don't ever assume. I lost appendages back in the war.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you for your
Fine.
service.
King and country. Whichever one of you. Just one, though.
I'll take it.
Good, good. And you hear him moving around a bit, a couple bottles shaking and shaking in the distance, and then you hear door opens, a latch of some sort, and then Ishana, you'd feel him take your hand, and it's cold, it's clammy, and it's a bit wet with something. You're not sure the substance.
Why is the hand wet? Why is the hand wet?
Blood.
Is that a baked potato?
Yeah.
Baked potato.
Yo,
Got to eat dinner.
Baked potato.
He has my hand. It feels oddly wet. Okay. You've got my hand.
Yeah. Good, alright. And then he would lead you over and he'd sort of turn you around and place your feet on the edge of what appears to be a hole in the floor from your sort of spatial awareness. He said, there's a ladder, use the ladder down. He said, there's a ladder, use the ladder down.
Oh, so it's downstairs.
There's no stairs, but it is down.
Can I call at least one of them over to watch over the hole?
They wouldn't be able to see, but sure. They can't see what's down there, though.
I'll
That's not a good idea.
scream. That's fine. Okay. Can one of you come here, please?
I can watch the hole.
Yeah, you cannot see
Alright.
anything, but you can...
Curtis passes Francesca also one of his like burlap sacks, and he's just like, if we need it for map.
Right.
I've got document
That's smart.
cases, don't worry.
What was that?
Oh, okay. And then he sadly folds the bag back up and puts it back in his pocket.
As soon as this might take a minute as you guys keep RPing, but as soon as they're down the hole, Francesca is going to take her lighter and light it.
I was going to do the exact same thing.
Oh,
no.
Literally shot on your hand.
He didn't go down the hole, it was just Ashana.
Oh, I thought you were saying...
No, I said,
Did you turn the
when
lighter
they're
on?
down the hole. When
Okay, so that
when
does
they're
not
down the
happen
hole.
yet. It will
Yes.
happen, but that does not happen yet.
When they're
Yeah,
down.
Stand up,
Ishana, do you
yeah,
make
sure.
your way down the hole? Yep. Your way down the hole? Yep. Ishana, do you make your way down?
Ashana will go down the hole.
Okay. You hear the thing close behind you once you make your way
Oh.
down the ladder.
This feels like the
Hate
buried,
that.
and I hate it.
Lucian
And so
pulls
he's-
out a cigarette.
Esmeralda, make me another sanity check. You're getting worse and worse. You're starting to see things.
Ah! Nope.
You've got salmon.
Lucian's going to pull out a cigarette and light it up.
Same lights for everybody.
Without even
Exactly
thinking
right.
about the whole darkness thing, but it's going to help.
Can I try get out? Like Esmeralda's out? Like Esmeralda's trying to find the door. Who do I see in the corner?
I mean, you see me lighting up a cigarette, I assume. Unless
You
something
see
stops me.
Francesca's lighter, but it's probably in the middle of the room.
Yeah, any light, he immediately runs over. No.
Oh, he's still not
He's
down the
down
hole.
there.
God damn it. Okay. God damn it. Okay. Fine.
So he let
The hole
he
is
let
the
me
hole is
go.
covered at this point.
He covered it.
Oh, he didn't
He's
go
only
down?
letting.
Oh, I thought
Shauna
he
go
covered
down.
it
Still up
behind
there.
him.
No,
He closed
Ashana's
it
the only one who
behind
went
her.
down.
Oh, Icky.
Oh, I thought he went down with him.
No,
Yeah.
I never said that. He
You're all
closed
over
it
that.
behind her.
Oh, Ick. Okay, fine. No light. Light.
What? Oh,
Ishana.
I need to be right back. I will be back.
Okay.
Going down this goddamn ladder.
Just looking for the door.
Get to the bottom of this ladder. You look ahead of you, behind you, all directions. It's pitch black dark, but if you're feeling around in the darkness, you feel that there's almost like a stone pedestal. And work your way up, feeling it. There's a box on top of the pedestal. You attempt to open the box.
Yeah.
You go to try, like, feel for a latch, and feel a latch, but the latch is locked.
I'll look around for a key.
You don't feel a hammer.
I'll break the latch.
I'm gonna make you roll brawl for me, please.
Not that great at that. Brawl, brawl, brawl. I gotta move my phone for a second. That's a failure.
Here, a bit of cracked wood. Might have hit it a
Whoopsie.
bit too hard. But it is open. And unable to be closed now.
I've got my
And as
documentation.
you're down you feel a piece of paper. Can't see it, but you do feel that there's a piece of paper there.
I will take it out. And I will not be able to see it.
Yeah. You have a piece of paper in your hand. In the basement. You would just be Anderson, that is, just sort of pacing back and forth. You hear him walking. I hope she's still alive. I hope she's not lost too.
She's tough. She hasn't screamed. I'm waiting for a scream.
I wouldn't hear the scream. She wouldn't be here.
Just looking for the door. She's
Do
like,
we
you can hear
hear-
like Esmeralda's like heels, like she's trying to find something. She's moving quite sporadically and doesn't. Yeah, you can hear her heels kind of against the wood. She's looking for something.
Do we hear the hammer? Do we hear the hammer smash?
You do hear right about now.
Okay, I'm back.
I'm okay.
No, no, no. And you see Anderson runs over to the latch and he throws it open and you hear,
I'm okay.
Oh, put the gun down.
It's all good.
You good?
no,
What happened?
no,
I don't.
no.
I just
broke
got
it.
back.
She broke
I
the latch
smashed
and he's
open the
now got
box.
the gun.
That's it. I've got a better box. I've got a much better box to put it in.
Stay very still.
Oh, hey, that pulls out my
Please
pistol.
do not shoot me.
No.
Can someone toss down a match?
Francesca throws down her lighter. She's
Can I
ready
try
to
open the
pull.
door?
As you're trying to
Esmeralda.
find the door, Esmeralda, you
Great.
can't seem to find it.
Oh, shite. Oh, did we move? Oh, no.
Yes, that's probably exactly what happened. But I'm going to palm my length of wire, just in case. I need to grapple this man.
Stay.
Can I
You
have
need
a
to
lot?
stay
Much?
the fuck still.
Throw a lighter. Go ahead.
Okay, I do.
All right, you
I've
drop
got
a
a
lighter
box.
down.
I'm going to just take the map and I'm gonna.
Shauna,
You fool.
looking at the map, you see it's a map of the English Channel upon looking at it. But the closer you look at it, it sort of plays with your eyes, sort of like an optical illusion where, almost like what we would now do on like a Google Maps where we zoom out and then zoom into the next destination. You see that it zooms into where you think your location might be in the Scottish Isles, but then the map spins. Then you see it moves farther and farther upward on the map. And then you feel very cold. And you see the map land somewhere a bit off the pole.
We're in Svalbard.
Are we all cold? Or
Just you at the moment.
I'm just gonna yell at the whole. It's rather cold down here. Are you guys?
But if this thing is what we think, is what, the story says it is, we should probably get it secured
Why did you
immediately.
It's not cold. Curtis used furs. You should get a deer hide coat.
I'm gonna look at the map again.
You continue looking at the map.
Please put away.
And it begins moving farther and farther up. Now it's directly on the pole, and now all of you begin to start feeling very, very cold. You hear wind howling very loudly against the outside of the house.
Feels like Svalbard in here.
Okay, I'm gonna take out one of my. I'm gonna take out one of my document cases.
What are you doing?
I'm putting the map away.
Carrying the map.
I put it in a document case, and for right now.
You opened it. I don't have enough food.
I don't know what's going on. I think it's all the trick of the mind, because we're in the dark, and being in the dark kind of messes with your perception, but I think we're fine.
Give me back my map.
I suppose we'll find out in a moment, shall we?
It's winter outside.
Winter.
Yeah, because if we do get pulled to the north and it's winter, it's going to be very dark no matter where we go.
Oh, great.
I will say the rest of you don't know what happened with the map at this point.
Yeah, but I'm saying that over the table. That's why I'm asking
the map
what season it
sealed?
is.
Yeah. Ashana put it in a document
Map is
case,
away.
and it is now sealed in a box, and she just plops it in her bag. Can I come back up, or are you going to shoot me again?
No, I didn't shoot you.
Are you going to threaten to
touched
shoot
the
me?
map.
Why would you shoot the map? It's a piece of paper.
Also, if it is Eldritch like you claim, I really doubt bullets would do much to it.
Good point.
Shauna, do you attempt to try to climb back up?
I mean, like, she's gonna put her hand.
Instead, you feel something fleshy almost. Now I'm gonna need to take you to secret chat.
Oh.
Flesh.
no.
What?
Flesh?
Okay.
Flesh?
Yeah, I don't have
Flesh?
I don't have a secret chat, but session chat, I guess.
Flesh hole? Flesh hole.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Jared Hopworth? Flesh hole?
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
All right, so question. This could make things worse, but it did pop into my head. What if we burn the map and then it takes us someplace hot again, and then maybe we're a bit closer to home?
Roll up the map
Do you
and
think
smoke
it
it.
depends on temperature?
I don't think it depends on temperature, but it might be influenced by outside forces. I don't mean burn it like actually set it on fire. I mean like light a lighter and just hold it kind of close and like see what happens, or maybe it has like a.
Don't
it's
torches
like a-
exist by this point? What the fuck
Don't
are we
what?
doing?
Torches?
What?
Yes, there is
Do any of us
electricity.
have torches?
Yeah.
There's
No,
there's running water.
here.
I'd probably have a torch on me. I'm just realizing that.
Yeah, but why a torch? Who cares?
Wait,
A torch
Curtis
is
isn't
torches.
turning
We
the
have
lights
lanterns
on 'cause
and
he's
Do you mean
polite.
like a
I'm
fire torch or a
mercenary.
flashlight?
If
A
you if
flashlight.
you smoke, you would have.
Yeah, flashlight should be fine.
Yeah,
like,
you
a
would have
flashlight
to-
or
Or
lighter.
matches. Like Curtis
Yeah.
matches, but Curtis isn't turning on the lights because he's polite and he was told not to, and he's a polite man.
But I'm just pointing out that I'd probably have a flashlight on me due to the fact of my occupation.
Mm-mm. Esmeralda's not having fun.
Oh.
Looks like I'm the only one.
She's seeing something in the corner and she's not having a good time.
Oh no.
Oh no, Curtis is kind of
Mark
just.
still hasn't told me what my phobia is yet.
Curtis
very
is
scared.
standing where the door should be, and he's just eating beef jerky.
If Curtis is by like where the door should be and like Esmeralda's moved to him, he'd just be hearing her say, "Why is he here? Why is he here? He shouldn't be here. He shouldn't be here. I need to get out."
What do you mean? What you?
Oh no.
Do you not want Curtis here? He sounds like really hurt.
No, not Curtis. No, not you. Not you. Not you. You hear her start to panic and to like shake.
Oh no! You want
Lucian
Curtis jerky?
walks
Do you want
over.
some homemade jerky?
don't see.
Curtis made it himself.
Well, no, I'm walking towards all the sound.
Oh yeah, fair.
Honestly, Francesca doesn't care, but she's kind of
You're
freaking
busy.
out. Yeah, I'm busy.
You'll be
Francesca.
fine.
I mean,
No.
Esmeralda would feel like a very like
Never mind.
firm
I'm
like
by the hole. I need
pats
to be
on
by
her
the
back.
hole.
Like
Yeah.
very firm pats on her back, like, it's okay. Have jerky. Here you go. And he like puts some
Jerky makes
jerky in your
everything
hand.
better.
She
Curtis made it himself.
Oh.
It's venison jerky. It's very lovingly made.
Thank you.
Curtis biscuit from nice ladies at the home for in case anyone got hungry. Would you also like biscuit?
No, I just want to get out.
Okay, I'll
Soon, or
save
if
that.
there's a light.
Curtis will save that for Ladybird.
For Ladybird. Queen.
It's better than Curtis does.
Why did I make Esmeralda's one fear the dark? Why did I do that?
You want to know what Curtis's fear is? It's really funny. I don't know how it's ever going to be in play.
What is it?
It's the government.
Yes!
Love it.
That will come into play, I bet.
I'm sure.
Oh,
I
it
mean,
will.
after the country, he already had to like encounter the government like twice. Because they were like,
Oh.
oh, Curtis, where do you live? Like, and he's like, I don't think it's a good idea that I go to the U.S. Embassy. And they were like, why? And Merryweather's like, why not? And Curtis is just like, Grandpa didn't want people to know where we lived.
Oh no, oh no.
So he's like, I don't know where I live.
My
See,
sanity was at 65. I'm so sad.
Oh. Francesca's a gangster, and that means that Park gets free reign to just tell me what my fear is, and I just have to be like, okay, sounds good.
Like your
Oh,
trauma.
no.
I wouldn't
Oh,
expect
no.
this. Yeah. What's happening?
What happened?
She knows
Oh, no.
good.
Oh,
Oh no, it's 69.
nice.
Well, at least she can
Oh, no.
psychoanalyze herself.
Oh no.
Yep.
All right, well, time to look on time to look on my daily post.
Yes.
On my downtime, my Pinterest time.
Oh, Celeste, you missed a lot.
Oh no.
We will get you up to
You
Park
They're
missed
in
a
showed
lot.
me a secret.
Oh. So while Park's
Yeah.
in secret, can someone please fill me in on what happened?
So,
We may have
what was the last
teleported.
thing you heard?
You guys literally were just getting to the person's house.
Happened.
So, okay,
Was-
so we got
Was that the person's house on the shore or the person's house at the middle of the island?
Middle.
The island. Like we just decided to follow the
yeah.
map.
So
and-
Guys,
we managed to get inside. Like the guy lets us in, but it's a completely pitch black
Mhm.
He
area
won't
that we're
allow,
in.
like, we can't make
He
our
won't
own
allow
light.
light. It's too tempting for the map to take him to where he was meant to go.
Okay.
So all of us are in this really dark room. None of us can see, and he's opened up a hole, and Ashana has gone down, broke the
Okay.
latch on a box, and has taken the map out supposedly.
And it's gotten really cold all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's really, really cold for us right now.
Really?
Working theory is that by taking the map out of the box, she teleported us. But we really know
What do
that
you
yet.
mean teleported us? That isn't possible. Maps don't do
Not
that.
real.
Whoa.
Fake.
And then a side thing is like Esmeralda's
Sounds like
freaking the
a
fuck
story.
out.
Cool.
Oh, and also, the guy that we went to see technically has a gun trained on Ashana. Him is hostile until further notice.
Well, he said he was going to shoot the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he also doesn't seem, she's holding the map.
Sound of mind.
Yeah. I don't know if I trust that. Oh no, I'm gonna shoot the map that your friend's holding.
He doesn't have enough food. He's angry that we've done this. Like, we've come into his space.
Angry.
He's very angry.
It's fun.
Angry.
Oh no.
Oh well.
Oh, is he done being angry?
He's done being angry.
So, at this point, you would hear Shauna on the latch below.
Please.
You have the map with you.
Yeah.
Just drop it down there.
Can I have some water?
Not until you drop the map.
Look.
How long were you gone for?
What are you talking? Can I have some water, please?
Hearing her call for water, can Francesca roll the brawl and knock over what's his face?
Go ahead, roll the brawl.
Fuck him.
Oh no.
God.
Oh no.
Awesome.
Please let me off.
That's 70 brawl.
I'm in so much pain.
He is
Oh.
going to roll brawl. Also.
So much pain. Oh no.
I fell off the ladder because I couldn't
Yeah, so
see
he got a 4.
anything.
That's a 4.
And he is, as
Major.
I said, an officer. So you go to take him down. He's frail, he is malnourished.
Fair.
And you quickly, very quickly, feel yourself disarmed.
Can I
You are
push?
no
no,
longer-
sacrament and communion.
If I
you are
try
no
and push,
longer
I have to get
holding-
lower than a 4?
Well, yeah, because 4s
It's
are
contested.
good.
Is
How
an extreme
contested checks-
success.
How I do contested checks is it's not by, say, like, who has lower. You would then need to get an extreme success to be able to beat him. So,
If I push and fail, does something bad happen even though the first time I succeeded?
yes, because push ignores it. It's not like advantage, where it's like, oh, you
Alright,
take
I
the
lost
better
one of my
check.
guns. That's fair.
Yep,
That's fair.
yep. So, you no longer have one of your guns. I would not try that. Drop the map and we'll let you up.
Look, the map is fine. Please just give me some goddamn water. Okay, fine. I'll drop the map. I'm gonna take out one of my empty document cases.
Roll
I brought multiple. Last talk.
He
Is he
doesn't
gonna see
me.
her pull out the wrong one? There's
He
no
doesn't
light.
see
No,
it,
she's
he
under.
just
Isn't
hears
she
it.
still under?
Ah,
Hard success.
yeah, you're still under hard success, yeah. Alright, and he opens up the latch for you. It's still very cold for all of you.
Oh god, it's so cold. Oh god, it's so cold.
It's a bit
Okay.
chilly.
I need some water. I fell climbing up the stairs and bumped my head off on the floor. Oh, I feel so.
You feel a
Great.
bottle placed in your hand.
But there
Thank you.
isn't any stairs.
The ladder.
Tries to find the door again.
Roll me spot hidden.
Can we light this place up a little to see what's
I'm gonna
actually
spend the
going
5
on?
luck.
Okay. You do feel a door handle. But
I just
upon
open it.
hearing you touch it, I need you to please make a sanity check, Esmeralda.
This is how Esmeralda dies.
No, I'm good. First one
Yeah.
I've passed.
You have thoughts pouring into your head, but you're able to pour past them as you shove open the door, and everything's very obscured outside. It's incredibly heavy snow right now. You are in
Is
heavy
any
woods.
sunlight coming?
There is no sunlight coming in. I'd say there's a bit. It's have you ever heard of snow paralysis? Basically, where you go out and it's
Yes.
all white. That is what you're seeing. That is what you're seeing. So it's not necessarily light, but it is the absence of darkness in this case.
I was more asking if any of the light was bouncing off the snow and making its way into the
I would-
house.
Say the tiniest bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please, just leave me now.
Alright, do you want the key to the document case?
What?
Oh,
What? The one I
What?
dropped down there. I have a key for it. You want it, or should we take it so you don't feel tempted?
You want us to take you with us? Because I don't think we're where we
No.
started.
All right,
What do
we'll
you mean we're
go.
not where we started? As I walk outside into the snow.
Yeah,
Like,
go try to find Sammy again.
Huh.
Is it the same
Well.
woods we just left?
I think so.
Like the
Curtis,
weather's
no.
changed, but that doesn't mean
Hold
that.
on, we
we're in
have a
different-
woodsman in the chat.
I'm also good at navigation, so
We got a woodsman in the chat. He doesn't know.
He has
Can
no
I try
idea.
the way we came?
How are you attempting to do this?
Using a navigate skill check.
Yeah, and what does that look like? It's not D&D.
Use the map that Francesca got.
Well, I'm just trying to use my memory to go back the way we came.
I have a
Well, how
map.
did-
Don't make it hard.
How does Francesca's
fine.
map look?
Looks the same.
Alright, let's follow that, trace our steps.
My mind's immutable.
God, my head.
You
Is there a
good?
bump on our head?
Yeah, there's a gash on the back of her head.
Oh, rub some dirt in
You know,
it.
or no, downers? The doctor has some shit.
Is
Good shit.
the gash
It
bleed?
gets me out of this
Oh, I have
awful
hydrocodone.
pain.
That's an opiate for pain. I would have
Pain.
taken Vicodin, but it hasn't been invented yet.
Okay, Dr.
Fair.
House.
So yeah, hydrocodone, which is half of Vicodin. It's the opiate half.
The
So
good
you're-
half.
Someone please roll me navigate if you are attempting to try to use the map.
Who has the highest navigate?
I got a 10 navigate.
Roll
Got
it at
35.
whoever's going to
Where's
roll.
navigate?
Please roll it at extreme
I
difficulty.
got a 20.
Good 20.
It's at the top.
So
Yeah.
Oh,
Firearm?
Curtis got a
If nope-
10.
if nobody has a good navigate, does anyone have a lot of luck?
No.
Um,
It's divided
For
by
a-
5.
versus
for
a
extreme.
7?
Fuck. Yeah, because I have a 35. Extreme is divided by 5.
Yeah, no. That's not the part I was questioning. I was questioning Marta saying push it.
Is anyone else
How
going
much-
to try?
wait,
Does
so
anyone have a lot of luck that
could
they
I
can
have to
burn?
roll it extreme? I'm confused on why he rolled it extreme.
Or there's a lot of snow.
There's a lot of snow.
There's
It's
lots
very,
of
very hard to
snow.
see.
I mean, I'll
Oh.
try, but my navigate is 10, so like...
Then
So
don't.
you have to roll it.
That's
No,
gonna be
you'd
a
have
10.
to roll a 2 or below.
I know. Well, it's just everyone has a 10, so we might as well try for the other... Because there's no...
Only
there's
2
no...
people can try.
Two people
So
can try,
Lucy
and there's
has
no
a 10.
downside, and no one has higher than a 10. Unless
I
someone
got
does have
20.
higher than 10. Oh yeah,
So who
you
has-
do 20.
So who has the most luck?
I got 65.
I have 65, but I'm not.
I wouldn't spend it on this,
Oh,
but I
I'm
would
a
say
very unlucky
for that
person.
20.
Do we want to stay?
Try and get the fuck out, I think.
I would like to leave. I'd also like to not get lost in a blizzard and freeze to death.
All right, I'll roll. What,
That is a
what
very
am I
real
rolling at?
possibility as you are looking. at it.
Navigate at extreme.
Navigate at extreme.
Extreme. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, spend the
Can I
luck.
use the
Spend
luck?
the luck.
Yeah. Okay.
How much luck is that? I can't do math.
5.
5.
5.
Okay.
Marta,
you
it's
have
basic
saved
math.
Don't ask me to do math. I have a headache right now.
Oh.
Marta,
Alright.
to really go into deep RP.
Oh,
Full meta. So, using the map, you're able to kind of, sort of, you can't see a lot of the landmarks that were there, but you make your way to where you think it was supposed to go, and you reach the edge of the shore, but you don't see Sammy or a boat anywhere.
fucking asshole. Oris left us when the storm came.
I have a feeling that might not be what happened.
What happened?
Did the island get moved?
I feel like we are assuming that this map created a weather phenomenon but then when we assume that we moved, we're like, oh no,
That
that's too
didn't
crazy.
do anything. It's all a load of poppycock.
Exactly. Look,
Okay,
Is it?
it moved something. You also think that it magically changed the weather. I just want to point that out.
it's winter.
It's
Oh, it is-
winter.
it is
started
winter.
Winter,
snowing
it's
when we
snowing.
were
This happened.
inside.
This is a legitimate
It was
weather
lightly.
pattern.
Did
It was
any
lightly
of us
snowing.
check the?
The what? The weather, Marta?
The almanac?
You
You
didn't
pull out
check
my
the-
iPhone
You
and
check
check the
the-
weather app.
The farmer's
Using
almanac.
the internet.
Quick question, out of character. Does anyone have a flare?
I might.
A flare
I
for
do
dramatic.
work as a mercenary. I
How
do.
would you...
So
I
So
would
my
say a
occupation
mercenary
is
would have a
mercenary.
single flare. I would
yeah,
say.
I
you
have
could-
one, but we should probably save it for when we see someone that can save
Look.
us.
Is there any sort of
Is
boat
it-
or any sort of like thing on the shore?
Roll me spot hidden. It's very hard to see.
Imagine if I led us all to our death.
Yeah, it's
guaranteed
really.
Can I push?
Sure.
Nice.
Yeah, you scan in the distance and swear maybe like an island over you see movement. Can't really make out exactly what that movement is, but about an island over, which is about a 100-yard swim. You swear you see something
I,
moving.
I'm not
crouched
swimming in this
down.
weather.
Yeah. I crouch down and test the water with my hand.
Oh, buddy.
Oh,
I
At this
take
point,
my glove
I
off.
will say-
I take my glove off. I
Oh,
take my
no.
glove off. I take my
No.
glove off. Okay.
Your hand instantly feels like ice, like it starts turning red.
Quickly,
Oh.
like wipes off the water, and then puts the glove back on and starts warming myself back up.
And with the exception of Curtis, everyone else who is not very heavily, like I assumed you all had jackets and things like that. But anyone who is
Turkey.
not geared up like they needed to survive in heavy conditions, you begin feeling lots of pain as body parts begin to start losing feeling slightly. And you all are going to take a D4 of damage, which is just one. So not bad.
Okay.
Oh
We-
boy.
Onset of frostbite.
we,
All right.
I could potentially die in 2 rounds.
Oh boy.
Oh
I
boy.
just
How
told
to
you
see-
all. You have to get. Dear, you have to get. Deer
There's
hide coat.
movement on the There's movement on the
Curtis, do you know
island.
how to make a shelter?
I'm assuming Curtis would.
Can we
You
even be
need
sure it's
st-
people though?
He would
You
know
need stuff to
how.
make a shelter. Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah,
you know how to
I'm-
make a shelter. You need stuff to make a shelter. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you know how to
I'm-
make a shelter. You need stuff to make a shelter. Though.
There's woods behind us.
Well, yes, but Curtis needs more things than just woods. Curtis knows how to
Look.
make shelter, but Curtis doesn't have things to make shelter.
Esmeralda, is there any boats over there? Can we be sure it's people?
There's movement, there's people. I don't know.
I wouldn't say movement equals people. Movement could mean wild animal.
I don't know. I could just see.
This
I'm
is
just
real
letting you
time,
know.
by the way. So about every 5 minutes, I'll be rolling for damage.
I think in the meantime, the only supplies that are on this island that we could think about would be back with Crazy Man. I know he's an officer, but there's 7 of us. I think our best
Is
bet is to
the-
get back inside.
I can't go
Is
back
the
into
other
the
house
dark.
here? Is the other house here?
What other house?
The other
Remember
house
there
is
was
on the
one
other
house
end of
on
the.
island?
I thought that all the other houses were burned down, but like
Other
we could
houses
tell they
were
used to
burned
be
down.
there. Yeah.
It's at least shelter.
It-
Like,
No,
I'll
it's
talk about
ash.
the
It's
one-
burned down.
Burned
No,
down.
it's
they're
a-
ashes.
It's burned down.
I was talking about the one on the shore that we sort of skipped over because we were following the map.
There wasn't one on the shore.
No.
No,
was
you're
this heavy
probably thinking of the
forest.
house. Or
There's only one house on this island.
Ah, I see. That's
Should
all
we
I was
just go back to the house and talk to the guy and tell him that
I
it's
can't.
fucking freezing outside?
I can't go back
I
into the
don't-
dark.
I
Okay,
also
so would you
don't
rather be
think
in the
he
dark
would
or
be
would-
very hospitable.
Listen, we can leave the door open. He thinks, like, we'll put you right by the door, but it's easier to keep you warm if your back is facing warm than all of us die out here. I promise that if he says we can't have a light, I'll fight him again and give you my whatever the fuck.
Okay. All right.
Okay. And if he says no and you really have a freak out, then it's worth a shot.
Okay. So do you all go back?
If we have
I
to.
guess so.
Seems like it. There's nothing much unless we do the flare.
There
Are
is
we
movement on the
entirely
other
sure
island.
that-
100
We
yards.
can try the flare.
Curtis is loud. Curtis is a big man.
I'm glad it's probably
Curtis,
well.
can you shoot off a shot in the air from your gun?
Wouldn't that make them run away?
No, just
Yeah,
call
Curtis
out with
can, but
human
Curtis
voice.
thinks that if he does that, it's going to scare the possible person away.
Yeah.
Possibly, yes.
Yell for help.
Curtis is gonna yell very, very loudly,
Yeah.
"Hey!
Help!
Help!" But like
Um,
full cuffed, like gut yell, like very, very loud.
Okay. Esmeralda, you're still like looking. You have your eyes trained on the movement, and you can see that the movement does attempt to respond, and you can now vaguely make out a humanoid form in heavy snow gear that's moving towards you. They are still
Curtis gets-
100 yards away on another
Curtis,
island, but they are making their way to the edge, sort of looking, seeing what they are making their way to the edge, sort of looking, seeing what's happening
Yeah.
to you guys.
So is it people?
It is.
Yes.
Does
It's
appear
a
to be a
humanoid.
humanoid.
Curtis is gonna go next
I
to.
pull out my flare and start, doing the tink, tink, tink until it lights.
They already
Okay.
see us though.
Yeah, they already see us. Yeah, they already see us.
They
And
see us,
they're
though, so
walking
don't
towards
wait.
us.
Yeah, they're walking towards
Oh,
us. So
wait.
hold off on that.
Okay, hold on.
Um,
Holding off on that.
Curtis is gonna go to the shoreline where Esmeralda is and like get closer because he's pretty big. He's really easy to see. He's like a 6'5" man.
You know,
And
it
he's
looks
very
like the
broad.
person sees you. It just doesn't. They just don't know what to do in this case.
Yeah.
He claps with his hands very loudly. SOS.
Again,
Morse
he's just
code.
and they're like, "What do you want me to do about it?"
Curtis makes like a rowing motion and like a boat.
I love it.
You would see like a no sign, like no, they do not have a boat.
Fuck. Let's just go back into the house. At least people know that we're here.
Yeah. I mean, doesn't that guy maybe that guy has a boat that we could just nick?
3 points of damage.
Okay, she's gonna start walking because I'm gonna die soon.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay, so
I hope this is a TPK.
you all are sprinting. It's a half mile, so I'm going to be nice and I'm going to say that I'm not going to do another damage roll. You all are full on. I've seen your character pictures. You're all hot and shape people, so you're just sprinting on your way there. You
can't
make
die.
this half mile instantly. It's fine.
Adrenaline.
Yeah. And you
Curtis
make your
would
way-
make a final like get help if you can kind of yell. Like
I have
if you can you send help and before he follows
What
everyone?
languages does Curtis speak?
Oh no. English.
You hear gibberish.
Oh no. No.
Oh
I
no.
can. It's probably
Either
like
these people speak
You guys are
Icelandic,
already running off.
or
Come back.
Gaelic, or we moved.
it's probably Gaelic. We don't.
Oh,
It's
Gaelic.
probably Gaelic if we didn't move. I really
Gaelic
think we moved.
gladiator.
I'll say it's probably Gaelic.
I think the whole island just
Just speaks Gaelic.
Well, I mean, Ashana still haven't mentioned much about the map.
Yeah.
We haven't really
So-
had time to talk about it.
Yeah, that's why I haven't.
You walked directly out into very hostile conditions. Okay, so you guys make your way back to the house, and you're outside now. Between the tiny foot of snow that's accumulated.
Oh fuck.
Knock knock
Jesus.
knock 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 knock.
Who's there?
it's us
The
again.
Same group.
Let's just back
You're
in. It's
back? No, you said you were going to go away.
Friday.
we
I'm
were-
going to die.
The conditions
not
right
have a
now
boat?
aren't suited for group to leave. We have to seek shelter.
we came with the boat, but it's snowing a lot, and they either left because of that or something else happened. I don't know, but our boat's gone.
Did you open the map?
Before?
The map's in
No.
your
Yes.
basement.
When you were down there with it.
No.
Can we talk about this
Roll
inside,
me
please?
spat talk real quick.
Success.
Can we please talk about this
Okay.
inside when we're not
He believes you. He
half-dying?
opens the
Love her.
door. All right, but no lights.
Can we have lighter? A smoke.
If you're in the corner, and he
Okay,
opens the
okay.
door, and he'll let you all in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Love
huddle
how
over.
this
with
probably could have been
Esmeralda and a
avoided
lighter.
if Ashana didn't open the box.
Yeah.
Probably.
If he doesn't want any light, I assume that means there's no fire in here. So how is it warm?
No, it's cold.
It's at
damn
least
it.
enclosed.
It's
at least-
strangely well insulated, so you don't have any snow flying in or cold wind. But it's very much he opens the door and closes it quickly. It's very like passive house style. Like it's airtight house style. Like it's airtight. So it's not, you are not continuing to take damage.
Before the lighter is like turned on, is the person still in the corner for Esmeralda?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Also,
Okay.
Ishana's lie. I mean, I believed it. I believe that she dropped the map in the basement.
Yeah, none of us would know
Yeah, we
otherwise.
don't know.
Yeah.
None of us
Yeah, no,
would know.
everyone except Ishana thinks that the map is down there.
Also, I think
So-
everyone except Ashana, aside from Francesca, has thoughts because she doesn't think it would snow that quickly, just personally. But technically, we all think that
Not
she didn't
here.
open it either.
What terrible weather conditions. I think we would have seen a blizzard rolling in.
So you didn't open the map. It's fine if you did at this point. I just need to know if you did so I can fix
I'm-
this.
I opened the map. It's just
I thought we weren't supposed to call it that.
the paper. The paper.
Curtis
Pour the
thought we
paper.
weren't supposed to call it that. He's got Ashana. Esmeralda, because he knows she's upset, and he's kind of just got her like huddled in the coat.
Oh,
Puddle.
That
Smells
smells
like dead
like
animals.
dead
I'm
animals.
really
It smells like
glad
dead
that
animals.
just like
Like
Like,
it's
just, like-
sweet, but at what cost?
Ew.
Who's the coldest? He's
Aw,
gone to
ew.
first. He's got them like there.
I'm really tempted to roll
lovely,
psychology
thank
to see if you're
you.
lying.
You are more than welcome to.
Good.
You wouldn't have any. You wouldn't have any.
Yeah, but I'm just
Okay,
more.
There totally is reason to, though. I refuse to think that
Yeah,
as a
you can
normal
if you
person
want.
would see the storm
Yeah.
come in and believe you.
Yeah.
Or Curtis have sensed a winter. A blizzard. Another nature.
So since you both rolled a success, excuse me, it just goes on whoever rolled lower then, so that would be Lucian, she is lying. She did open the map and look at it.
And okay, so why are you asking so profusely?
I just need to open it again to stop this. It'll die down eventually. But I just need to know.
I mean, okay, if you wanna. Do you want me to go look at it? I don't mind looking at it.
No, I should never have let you on. It's my fault.
Look,
I
the
have a
more
question.
you.
Oh, sorry, just really quick.
No, it's
What-
okay, Francesca.
If she did open it, what happened? Because you seem to think she opened it. Just
I think that wherever the map showed that it moved to, and you notice now he's saying map, and it's not bothering him anymore. Wherever it moved to, that's where we are now.
told her.
Now, Ishana has said map. Has that affected Ishana since Ishana now holds map? I'm sorry if this is gonna mess up Marta. I'm just trying to think.
As of right now, you notice nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
I will.
like Lucian looks over to Ashana. So,
Okay.
where are we?
The darkness made me think that the seem to hover over the North Pole, but we're not in the North Pole. How
The map's
likely?
still down there?
If we're
No.
in the Arctic wastes,
Where is
we're
it then?
probably dead.
Here's the map. A document case.
Yeah, it's in the document
Okay.
case.
Gotcha. I was like, oh my gosh. Alright,
Shauna would have brought a cup.
Holding lighter. Just like,
It is still in this box. I haven't
Kneels
looked at
down
it since
to-
the
Corner,
first
it's-
time.
It's
Kneels down
Curtis.
to tie his boot,
Look,
reaching for
you're all
hidden
frozen.
knife, just in
That's fine.
case he pulls the gun.
Can I please see it?
Can't see shit. Can't see shit. Can't see shit. Can't see
He's
shit.
going to
Can't
attempt to
see
take
shit.
it out of your
Can't
hand.
see shit. Can't see shit. Can't see shit. Can't
What
see
are you
shit.
doing?
Kill the whole party.
Marta, are
Kill
you
the whole
okay?
party. Kill the whole party. Kill the whole
Marta?
party.
Marta?
Oh, I'm back.
Well,
back.
Marta.
Here
I
the whole
froze.
time.
I know.
Okay.
We could hear you.
I'm
Um,
fine
That's
with
just
this.
Marta.
so how do you think of actually seeing the map if she gives it?
Do any of you have a lighter or a light source I can borrow from her?
I pull out a torch.
Do you
and-
have a way? No,
Flashlight.
frick! He just bends down. Yeah, the entire room is illuminated. Seeing the room
It's
now,
really
it is fairly
Oh,
well decorated.
we can all see
now that it's lit up. Yeah, now that the torch is out. Nice carpet on the floor, very nice couch, a kitchen with a marble counter. Like, it's very, very nice. Not at all like it is on the outside. Except for in the corner, of course, there is the latch, which is very rustic, old wooden with a metallic latch on it that you assumed is where he opened it. And he would sort of get out of quivering and try to take the document folder from you.
Here's the key to it.
He takes the key. And then he goes over to a shelf and he pulls several bottles of water. He puts them under his arm. And then he goes and he's like, "Shut the latch behind me."
Will do.
He opens
Vaguely.
it. And he goes down.
Like,
The poor
turns
man
the
is-
torch to Ashara. So,
Yeah.
what happened to you when you doubt it's just a bump on the head? Given the situation.
What situation?
Given the fact that he took water down there and you were incredibly thirsty when you came out, what
I
happened?
bumped my head. Thirst is oftentimes just a symptom of a harsh injury.
Don't bullshit me.
Bullshit you in what way? I fell off the ladder. I was having a bit of a delusion while down there because it's dark. Being in the dark for long periods
Delusion
of
of
time
what?
is.
I had a
What?
weird dream. Matt's a real delusion of what? Don't just
Look,
gloss
of
over
course you
delusion.
had a weird dream of
Your delusion.
When you say map, real quick, can you roll me a sanity
Oh, no.
check?
Ugh.
Uh-oh.
I'm the map. I'm the map.
Hard
I'm the map.
success.
I'm
So
the
you
map.
feel fine,
the
but
map.
you feel like maybe you don't want to say map again.
Okay.
What's,
While I was
what
down
was your
there-
delusion?
I looked at the piece of paper. And I went back to the stairs after putting it in my document case. The stairs were a bit weird. They felt, I guess, fleshy.
The ladder?
Yeah,
Flesh?
ladder. That's murder.
Flesh
They
ladder.
felt. It was in a cavern in the room, and so I climbed up the ladder, and then I fell down the ladder, and I knocked my head. But I guess I dreamed that I was in a boat for 2 days, and
Down there for 2 days?
How
No.
far is the North Pole from Scotland by boat?
Can we
I
look,
wonder.
Can we look at the wound? Does it look like it is a couple days old?
Can someone roll medicine?
look, tell me how likely it is that this
Got a 1.
piece of paper is anything like paranormal. God, y'all are crazy.
Okay, says the woman who didn't believe in it so much that she opened the map before we even got back to the school. and then put us in the North Pole because it's snowing a lot. And yes, I know it snows here, and I know it snows out here, but that's like a lot of snow. And there was a man who didn't speak English or like weird Scottish English or any of that shit outside.
There
Well,
are people who speak different languages all over the world. Like,
well, unless it was Gaelic.
do you want me to
I
start
think
sprouting
we're
out
in the
Hindi?
North
Is that what you
Pole.
want?
Is there no medicine in this game? What the heck?
There is.
There
There
is.
is medicine
Uh,
under mechanical
There's
repair.
also first aid.
Medicine and first aid.
First aid is
There's
you're trying to fix them up. Medicine would be trying to tell what you're trying to see. Fix them up. Medicine would be trying to tell what you're trying to see.
It's like
There
all
is
the way at the
medicine.
bottom, basically.
But
Oh,
I
my
do
medicine
not
is
have it.
1. I don't feel
I've
like
got
trying.
1.
Yeah.
I have a 1.
We don't have the person who's like the medical specialist with us.
God
Do
damn
we
it.
even have a medical specialist?
Reese.
Mm.
That's
So,
Well,
Can
My-
I roll a
my
listen
boy's
part
a
to see
brainy
if I can
boy.
hear anything?
In the cellar? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Roll me listen.
so you said you were out on the boat for 2 days, right?
I'm spending.
I
I'll spend 10
dreamt
luck.
that I was out on a boat.
Are you
Well,
pushing Esmeralda?
That's about the speed
Yeah,
that
I'll
it would
push.
take to reach the North Pole.
Okay.
I'll spend the luck.
Okay. Yeah, you don't hear anything.
Okay.
Look,
80 intelligence man doing quick maths in his head.
I know the distance from everywhere in this world to the North Pole.
Totally.
if you're an army man, like, street smart
mean-
versus intelligence, street
It's
smart.
just like, I can tell you everywhere. You want to know how far it is
No,
from
but-
Egypt to the North Pole? North Pole?
50 is the average intelligence of a person, so he's like an 120 IQ or something, like 150 IQ.
That is not how that
100 is
works.
average.
You need a
Okay.
You know
frame of
what?
reference.
I'm
You're
sure
not
there's
just-
a table for this.
Oh
But
dear
yes.
lord.
Get back in character.
Anyway, back in character.
Look,
After about what seems like 2 or 3 hours.
Curse is
Long
falling
wait.
asleep in the corner.
Yeah.
He's snoring very loudly.
You do hear that over time, snow also stops after about hour 3. And then when you reach hour 4, opens again. And you see him come out and he looks terrible. Bags under his eyes,
Oh.
whole things of water drank. It's
You
done.
alright?
Yeah.
What's done?
Home, I guess.
You should probably stay here for the night. I have rooms upstairs.
Is it in?
Thank
Is
you.
it in case?
It's what in case?
The paper?
Oh. No, I decided to keep it on
How-
his jacket.
How about you put it into the case? Just
No,
for safekeeping.
it doesn't want me to put it down anymore. It's fine.
Can I try persuade him to put it away?
Do it at the highest difficulty.
Is that extreme or
That's
Is verbose a difficulty?
how? What do I gotta roll to even succeed that?
I think it divides it by 10. If I...
My persuade is 70, so
So
Let's
Let's find out.
Let's
Let's find out.
Just do extreme, not verbose. 'Cause I don't know
okay,
verbose.
you are kind. Nah, I don't want to push
Yikes.
it in case. I don't want to push it in case. All right.
I'm sorry. No. And he sort of looks at a watch on his wrist. Well.
How
it's,
long were you gone for?
2.5 days. The ice was hard.
Well, thank you.
He just sort of sits down, grabs another jar of water, and he just seems to be ignoring you at this point. Like he's told you their room's upstairs.
What time is it?
How do you? Any of you have a watch?
Pulled
I
out
have a pocket watch, probably.
I assume I do, but I don't have it written down.
Canonically,
You don't
I
have them written
decided.
down. It just has to be.
Canonically,
Then yeah, I have a
canonically,
watch.
Genevieve has a watch. I talked about it in our team.
You left at noon. You got there. It's around 7.
Okay.
So he'd be finishing off for the night like we said we would be there for.
I think we should stay the night just in case.
I agree.
Rest, or are you all staying awake?
Hey,
I think we need to
sleeping.
rest because hit points.
You don't
Curtis,
get hit points back on rest.
Yes,
do
Curtis.
you want to take? Do you want to take watches with me? Maybe.
Curtis can take watch.
Yeah, Francesca and Curtis and anyone else.
Yeah, keep an eye on that guy as well.
I'm sleeping.
Alright,
That's fair.
so the rest of you sleep. As for the good lieutenant, he the entire night just sits in an armchair with his shotgun next to him, just drinking at this point alcohol. And yeah, can I get a spot hidden and listen for each of your watches?
Sure, buddy.
Okie dokie.
Those are two things that Curtis is very bad at.
Okay, so you do not spot,
I'll spend.
you do not spot any hidden,
On
Oh,
spending
God.
and you hear nothing.
Can I do
I
a watch?
spend my luck.
Wait, can I
Curtis-
kind of look?
No one sees
I
or
spent
hears
my luck.
anything.
Yeah,
Wait,
Spend my
everyone's-
luck.
I
Wait,
want to
who's
spend my
staying
luck
up to
on my
watch?
list.
I thought it was Curtis. I thought it was Curtis and Francesca. Is Lucy?
Yeah, it
also
was.
Yeah, Lucian would have volunteered.
Oh, okay.
So
So
he's a
3 of you.
mercenary. It's what he does.
Okay.
We just didn't hear
And-
you.
I do spend my luck.
I will as well for the listen.
Well, regardless, I will say on the one listen check that does succeed. Excuse me. In the middle of the night, you do hear a slight bit of tapping from the latch, but that stops.
At what time and for how long?
Oh, I didn't
Less
do
than
it.
a minute. Like as soon as you're about to get up to come and look at it, like maybe 30 seconds, it stops.
Okay.
I only did my spot hidden. That's my bad. Didn't hear that you also wanted to listen.
Yeah, you would have the same thing on your watch where maybe 30 seconds, you get up to go see what it is, and then it stops. So, after about what time, those who are keeping time, would you wake everyone?
6 a.m. Time Curtis wakes up every single day.
Yep.
You
good
just
sleep.
you hear from downstairs, boom, 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 walking up the stairs. He's like, okay, come on. Time to go.
All of you who do wake up in a pool of sweat. It is very hot in this house at this point.
Oh, nice.
Ew.
That's
Sex.
Sounds
different.
lame.
That's
Sex.
Sounds
different.
lame.
I'm moist.
Shall we go for a swim, lads?
Gross.
I picture Lucy in like one of those old-timey like bathing suits with like the stripes.
Yep.
Shall we go for a swim, perhaps?
He's got it on always. It's just I've
Yeah.
got it on always. It's just under
Yeah.
his clothes.
Just tears off clothes. A little dip in the pond, perhaps.
Totally not in robes.
Perhaps.
So,
Just goes
you all
down the
would
stairs.
walk downstairs, and you'd see Anderson is there. Please leave. Never come back. Never come back. And I am keeping this.
Could we pay you for it? Come on.
We pay you.
It's just a piece of paper.
I
The
don't
more
think it is.
you fall into this delusion, the worse it gets and gets and it gets. Look at yourself. You put yourself on an island away from everybody you know. What's the point?
Also, I doubt it would be able to transport an entire school.
Look, no one will look at it as a institute. It will be fine.
I am respecting my house.
Okay, this is kind of above game, although this is what Francesca would want to do, but she's not an asshole. Do we fight him for it? Because we could. There's
He has a
seven.
gun. He has a gun. Gun.
But
He has a gun.
He has a shotgun.
If Park
He has
is
a
going
shotgun.
full Magnus Archives, he's got like some weird supernatural powers at this point.
yeah,
Yeah.
he-
No, I
He
mean,
has a
the
shotgun,
thing
but
is-
he was awake all night.
but he's
Here's
now not
the thing.
calling it map.
So here's the thing. Putting aside what you said about Magnus Archives, which I obviously can't comment on, how combat is going to work is standard. Like, I don't use the Call of Cthulhu gun like thing. I just use the standard of, if you're using a handgun, it's a D6 damage. If you're using a shotgun, it's a spread of 2d. It's a spread of 1d6, and if you're using a rifle, it's 2d6. 1d6, and if you're using a rifle, it's 2d6. Just those flat damages. That being said, you don't have many hit points. So if you are shot by a shotgun or a rifle, you could die. You do not gain hit
You
points
have
on.
more
You gain hit
gun.
points on sleep. You need a hospital. And
Ugh.
yeah,
We have more
Yeah.
guns.
so yeah,
We have more
Yeah.
guns.
so
than he
that'll be
does,
it. So if you do want to fight him, which is possible, you're gonna beat him because that's just how life works. But if he gets a shot off one, you may die in the process.
So it's 1d6 damage
Could I
from a
try-
shotgun, just in an area.
Before we do,
1d. Sorry. 1d10 spread. Sorry. 1d10 spread.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I said
That-
1d6. Sorry.
That
D10
could kill
spread.
me. Just
Yeah, that
straight
could
up,
kill all
even
of
with
us.
full health.
Any of those could kill me. Literally any of them.
The shotgun. If you get hit with a
also
shotgun, you're gonna
Yeah,
die.
you're done. Like you're gonna be done.
yeah.
Yeah, I could
Right
also
now,
try
anything
to
could anything
to
could kill.
intimidate him because my intimidate is in the 70s. But if I fail or if he contests and just wins harder,
He's probably
that
gonna shoot
might
you.
lead to a fight anyways. My intimidate's only 55. It's actually not that good.
Can
gonna say
Esmeralda go up to him, like, if the party isn't crowding around him, kind of go up to him, and she's gonna try persuading him one more time. But to try and make sure nobody else hears, she's just gonna say, "I've experienced something similar. I know what you're going through. Trust us and know that we will keep it safe and away from other people."
Or just outside.
I just need more time. I promise you, at some point, I will bring the map to you. But
I'm
not
so tempted to slide a hand him.
Is there,
That's
when
gonna
you
go
say
well.
more time, do you have a time frame in my mind, or just eventually?
Eventually.
Can I roll another
Don't
persuade?
exactly have a calendar out here. Go ahead, roll persuade.
Would you like one?
I always carry my calendars. It's right next to my map. It tells
Whoa.
me how far away everything is from the
Wait, you
North
were still
Pole.
on extreme. Were you supposed to be on extreme? Were you supposed to be on extreme?
I was assuming I was.
Yes, this was on extreme. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Do I spend the luck? I have the luck. I have a lot of luck. Do I spend the luck?
I mean, it could save us a
That
fight.
is so much luck.
Go crazy. Go stupid. Go
Oh,
crazy.
crazy!
Or do I push? Or do I push?
Everyone pulls out their guns. Ah,
You could
Or do I push?
take the chance that it's actually worse and then still spend the luck, but you'd be spending more luck.
Yeah, I think just spend the luck.
27 luck.
Well, if you push
How
and get
much luck do you
closer, you
have?
could spend the luck. Spend the luck.
Yeah, because
It
if
has
you
spend less
push it,
luck.
it might be worse, and then there's no luck to fix it.
Yeah.
My only
Could also
concern
be
with pushing
better.
is that your score is not that good where you actually have a
Yeah, it's
decent
not
shot.
that gore. I do have a decent shot, but it's just not that good. Oh, do I risk it?
If you risk it, I'll
Yeah.
But if you risk it, we still have your back.
Yeah.
Park, if I intimidate, what do I intimidate at? Regular, hard, extreme, or verbose?
You're gonna also be doing it at extreme. This guy has seen the beaches of
Right.
war.
Oh, that's fair.
You like this guy.
No,
is-
that's
No, it completely
Fair.
makes sense.
It's like you put a gun in his face. It's just one of those people who's kind of like, oh, okay. Like,
yeah, that's on brand.
It's
Okay.
like, do it. Do
Shoot
it,
me.
Howard.
Fuck it. I'm
Do it.
going to spend the luck. Fuck it.
all the luck.
Thank you.
Oh,
He looks
I'm just
good.
gonna put my hand on top of his and just kind of see. I've seen the darkest pits of shadows and seen things I shouldn't. I believe every word you say, please.
Slowly pull it in.
put it
You
in a box.
see-
Put it in a box.
Yes, he would say, do you have anything to put this in?
Yep, just grabs the container off Ishana and just puts it in.
The box that's broken.
I
Oh,
have
is
three.
there one more?
Another case folder.
Yeah.
He would put it in that, and then he'd look to. He would put it in that, and then he'd look to Lucian at this point, just because he seems like he doesn't know that Chavez is a doctor of everything. So he looks at the person who's been the most learned sounding person here, and he's going to say, "When you get back, the box was anointed by a priest. That may help."
We know one.
A reverend, actually.
Please leave.
Mm-hmm. Just carries the thing.
Open the door and you look outside, and it's a clear day. There is still a bit of snow on the ground, like maybe like 7 inches. But you're able to, now that it's clear, bless you.
Thank you.
Make a clear path back to the shore, and you see Sammy waiting there. Sleeping in his boat.
King.
Sorry, we're late, Sam.
For the
Sorry, you went
for
on
the
for a bit,
wait.
lad.
Thank you
You're
for
going
waiting.
for a lot longer than you say you're gonna be.
I know it
Sorry.
wasn't
What's the
expected.
trouble?
Yeah, that wasn't entirely up to us. Sorry about that.
We took a trip.
Was there a storm last night? Were you okay?
Yeah, we got a lot of storms around the side. I wasn't anything to really squint at.
What?
He
What?
said no, there wasn't.
said
a
no.
storm.
Wasn't any sort of nothing to squint at. It's grand. He's grand.
I love Amy how you're able to. Like, I barely understand as it's coming out of my mouth.
Amy just
Alright.
translates. He's grand.
I just
Okay,
Yeah,
have
it's
any of you
fine.
seen the movie Hot Fuzz? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just that scene where it's like one guy translates, then to the next guy translates, and translates, then to the next guy translates, and then.
Well, we've been away for long enough.
Yes.
Alright. So he would
Starting to
take you on the
believe
boat
this
back.
stuff.
Sharing very loud hunting and fishing stories. They're getting very intelligible and very annoying. Lots of booming laughter.
yeah, when I threw it in the pond on there,
I
was
used that
being a
chance
bait
to
lad.
actually discuss that. Like, the fact that there wasn't a storm here last night. So what did we all see?
Just clarifying. He said there was a storm, but it was nothing to squint at.
Yeah,
Which-
it wasn't anything major. It was just
It
little.
was a small storm. Yet we
Not our
encountered what would
storm.
have been called a blizzard.
Did you stay at the island the whole time?
Nah.
Okay. Maybe it was a little worse over on the water, where storms tend to be a bit worse.
Listen, both places are on the
Okay.
water. They're not that far away from each other. If anything, him not staying the whole night just explains why he didn't get moved with us.
We didn't move.
We could have.
There's so many.
Listen, you can all be non-believers, but I'm shocked that the one who had a delusion and actually saw
Sam.
the map.
Does anyone live on that island? Points to the one where we saw the man
Good point.
last night.
That doesn't mean there's no one, just not that he
Someone,
knows
yeah,
of.
someone could have traveled that island.
I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying I think it's funny that we're coming up with all these
seems that a lot
explanations.
of people who want to be hermits and left alone from society like to come in the
I mean,
area,
it is
quite
the Scottish
honestly.
Highlands.
Yeah,
I'm
who's
just
gonna
saying-
bother them?
There's one explanation that, yes, is weird, but it's one explanation that covers everything. Or there's not believing in the weird stuff, and then you need a million different things to make it make sense. That's all I'm saying.
You don't need a
Curtis
million
just
different
thinks you
things.
guys are too weak for cold. Curtis thinks you should spend more time in wilderness, and maybe you wouldn't be so scared all the time of a little snow.
Is Curtis
Eats
just in an
jerky.
Old Spice commercial at all times? Just
Yes.
like freaking.
Love it. Love it.
Chris is the only one.
Don't
who's-
eat
I-
the food, you goddamn freak.
I'm on the fence about it. I was able to at least cope with the situation in the moment by believing it. However, looking back at it, there is a lot of holes in the argument.
Look.
So, perhaps we'll find out more with the other statements.
All I'm going to say is, oh, my accent is going crazy. You just
have-
start believing it. I know it's a horrible accent. When you
No,
you
hey,
just
it's a really
start
hard accent
believing
to
it
do.
more and more. You just start believing it more and more. The more you let yourself fall victim to it, the more likely it's going to get you in the end.
Like
The
religion.
mind is what?
Crowd to say that shit. First of all,
No,
yeah,
no,
first
no,
of
no, no,
all-
no, 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 no. No, I'm more talking about the other religions. You know, Judaism.
Oh my god. He's just completely ignoring this conversation. Esmeralda's just looking out to the horizon. She's just ignoring everything.
You gave-
ignoring everything.
You gave Francesca Italian American Catholic the ick, and then you gave Francesca American fighting in this war the ick. I don't know how you gave them both the ick at the same time.
All right. So, for the sake of brevity, I'll say, make it back to the car, drive back to the institute. Who has the document at this point?
I do.
Okay. Having it in hand, you walk in, and Eliza's there, and she's like, "Oh, welcome back. How was your trip?"
Terrible.
Eventful.
Met a nice man named Sammy. He catch fish.
Oh, that's lovely.
Is-
Okay.
Is Merryweather in?
I believe he's in the archive right now.
Couple of
Do you
us
need
have a
me to
wee
bring
bit
him
of
something?
frostbite.
No. We can bring it.
Okay.
Just
So
looks to
you all
kind
head
of
down to the archive?
Genevieve?
Genevieve, sorry. I read it wrong. Pardon. I'm so sorry.
So, Genevieve, Esmeralda, you'd walk down to the archive and you'd see Merryweather's just placing a bunch of daggers on a table and then, like, filling out a tiny, like, card, like a numbering card for them.
Dagger.
No, just two, just dagger.
Dagger
Ah.
number one.
Dagger number
One.
two.
Two.
But he looks up. Oh, hello there.
Sir Reverend Dr.
So
Wait,
Dr.
fuck.
Duncan.
You.
What is
I'm
that? What
going
is the
to-
whole thing?
I.
Say the whole thing. Say
Title.
the whole thing. Do it, Frank. I want that. Genevieve would know.
Sir Reverend Dr. Duncan Francis Merryweather.
Sir Reverend Dr. Duncan. Okay. Sir Reverend Merryweather, we brought something back and believe it should be consecrated.
Oh. What exactly was this?
We have the map.
Oh. Okay.
From the statement.
I did read that statement, I believe. How can I be of service with it?
Well, the previous owner of it said that he kept it in a box that was blessed by a priest, and that might have helped contain energies around it. I'm not quite sure, but you're a reverend, so
Also, when you do this, we would not recommend opening the paper.
Okay, yes, I'll steer clear of that. Yes, that's easy enough to do. Can I just please see it, and I will. Does it need to be in a box of some sort?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, it's in a case right now. You just bless that case.
yes, it's in a
Yeah.
document case. Should probably be kept. in the
Bless the
document.
case,
maybe
Doc.
double
What are you
dabble.
doing?
Do it. You got
Bada bing,
this.
bada boom, bless that case.
Do it.
Come on, doctor.
Make your god make the case good. Just make it do case good. Just make it do.
Got this.
Sprinkle your
splash it with some
holy
holy
juice.
water.
Sprinkle
What's
some
the
holy
problem?
water
Good
on and call it a
plastic. What, why
day.
does it
That
look
will
like
be it.
plastic? Fuck.
He's going to take and he said, I will take care of it and then I'll make sure that Mr. King gets a look at it before committing it to the archive.
Right.
But thank you all very much. This was your first mission, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Wonderful. You all came back in one piece. That's truly wonderful.
I
I
would
mean, I've
say
got a
that
bump in my head.
I'm pretty sure quite a few of us have minor frostbite as well. We need to go see a doctor about that one.
Yes. I would go to Sinead. She can deal with some minor things.
Ooh,
Out of character,
uh,
first aid.
Yeah.
Sinead?
oh, I thought you worked in the chemistry lab. I met her once.
Oh yes, she does some work over there as well.
Oh,
met her once.
talented lady.
Curtis raises
Yes,
his
she's
hand.
quite good at what she does.
Curtis raises his hand.
Yes, Curtis.
Is there a well that Curtis can get water from so Curtis can take bath?
I'm going to take Curtis back to the woods and like around my house, and Curtis could build and make whatever he wants there, and yes, there is a well.
Sorry. Just
Okay.
hold up.
Yeah.
He's gonna take him back to his house.
His house?
Where he surely has a bathtub.
Yeah.
And is just going to still let Curtis bathe in
Let him
the,
go,
in
let him
the
go
well?
play in the woods. It's
Who
what he
am
wants.
I to mess with the
I am
customs
man.
of Americans? Americans, I've learned at this point, I will let them do as they wish.
Wait, is
Where's
there?
Orville? Where's Orville?
Curtis like looks to the group. He's like, "Wait, you don't just collect well water in buckets
Yeah.
and bathe
No,
that?
we-
Collect well water in buckets
Yeah.
and bathe
No,
that?
we
No.
do. We
We do
do.
things
Curtis.
differently
That's exactly
over here.
what we do.
It's okay. We are not going to
Curtis,
impose on your customs.
Imagine if you could like have a little tree that was hollowed out and cut in half, and the well water just magically flowed down it into a big bucket, and you could sit in that bucket and get nice and clean.
You can make your own ponds.
You totally
I love it.
step by step, baby boy.
Where can Curtis make his pond?
Curtis,
Well, Duncan did say you could go
Oh.
to his home. You can do it there.
I love you Americans. You're like big fun children. Well, this has been delightful. I'll go anoint this. And he just walks out.
really quick, Francesca, it's rudimentary. She knows how to build it just because like she sees it in her head. She knows what plumbing is. She's gonna basically draw a little sketch of hollowed out twigs or like branches that carry water, and she makes sure to tilt them so he knows about gravity without saying the word gravity. And then a big hole like lined with rocks, that way it doesn't go in the dirt. And then like make himself a little hot spring, and she's gonna give him the drawing and be like, here, Curtis. Here's a pond.
The idea that no one wants to, as much as they could rehabilitate Curtis and bring him back into like modern society, everyone's committed to just
We
like
cannot
giving him.
impose on the local customs. It cannot be done.
We love him.
So you've
They get
never
angry
seen
and
a
start
bath
yelling.
before,
Angry and start yelling.
and you seem to be very interested in light bulbs. How did you get here if not for like planes or boats?
Curtis was hunting in woods. Curtis was walking through woods. Curtis all of a sudden met Merryweather, and now Curtis in England.
Oh.
Do you know?
Okay, so you see, there's a gap there.
Hey,
Yeah,
What year do you think it is?
1948.
Okay.
that's good.
When you said your grandfather before, so do you live with your grandfather in England's woods or in America?
America.
So
My
when was the last
grandfather
time you saw your
a few years
grandfather?
ago.
Okay.
So you haven't lost any time, because like.
No,
I
Curtis
thought
was.
maybe you
Curtis
made
went
the
out to
travel
hunt.
and then
Curtis
just
went to
forgot
woods.
about it.
Curtis ended up in England.
I
Curtis
think we're
has not
missing
gone
the
on boat.
obvious question.
Curtis
hey,
has not gone
Meriwether,
on-
did you like him or like what?
Oh
what?
no! I found him in the woods. I was investigating a druidic burial site, and I just found him out there. And he thought he was in the
what?
Appalachian Mountains.
You
A
found him in England woods.
Yes, I found him in England woods.
Why were
Oh,
you
no.
in the
So-
woods?
I told you I was investigating a druidic burial site.
Casually.
Burial site.
Casually.
Under
Okay,
dress
that's
for
fine.
occasion, Curtis may add. Curtis really thinks you all should get deerskin coats.
You have
Okay,
to
that,
make sure
you are right
pagans
there.
don't
You
rise
have
back
proven us
up.
wrong in that respect.
He's a
Yes,
victim
but I
of
don't
human
know. I simply
trafficking. What
found
else
him
can
there.
we say?
No,
Found
What else
him
can
there.
we say?
no, Curtis
Curtis,
never
you-
knocked out. Curtis kept walking.
It's very
I'll give
easy
you
to
more
wake up
prawn
from
design.
being knocked out.
No.
I'll give you more prawn designs if you give me a coat.
Okay,
Strangely-
even if someone knocked Curtis out, he still has his dog with him.
And,
Who
Yes,
would
it's rather
know
odd.
that?
And he drops the bag he's been
Yeah,
carrying this whole
I-
time, and
yeah.
it opens up on the floor, and it's just all foxes and foxes and beavers and and
Skin or just like full.
Just dead
so-
animal.
well, no, they're the things he hunted. The things he hunted while he was going from America to England. He has not dropped them off. So he's been. That's why he smelled like dead animals. He's been carrying around his hunt all day.
Have you had this the entire time?
No one offered Curtis place to put his things. Where's
Oh, dear
Curtis
Lord.
gonna put Ladybird,
Maybe
Ladybird,
you
Ladybird,
should-
Ladybird,
maybe
Ladybird,
you
Ladybird,
should-
Ladybird?
Maybe you should go to the local trappers. Yeah.
No,
Taxidermy?
Curtis
What's
has
your
to treat.
shopper's
Curtis
name?
has to skin and treat first. Curtis can't just give carcass.
That's fair.
You're a tanner.
I'm
Well,
leaving.
you can
Goodbye.
take it to a tanner and then they'd do that for you.
So
if you
this
really-
station, that we can continue in RP chats, but that is where we're going to end the first session.